Rocky.
Let's do Rocky.
What happens with Rocky?
Well, you know where I want to go.
Which is what? Drago actually breaks him? Like, is that what it is? Rocky 3?
You know what?
Mr. T?
He lifts him up, remember?
Yes.
And over his knee.
Breaks him in two. Or
like
cut to
Bane
black,
did
it's over?
Like Bane did to Batman.
Bane.
Yes, like Bane did to Batman.
Oh, man.
See, but it's kind of like, I know where you're going, you know, with each one of
It's
them.
the Jordan Peele version.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get out. It's like you don't expect it to go there. And,
Dodgeball.
Or, oh, God, the wrench actually takes him out. Like, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, and actually the wrench does take him out. I was going with Rocky that he swallows the egg yolk and dies of food poisoning.
Like salmonella.
Oh, yeah.
Salmonella.
As he's training,
Yeah,
he's like, I don't feel so
it's
good.
right, I got something going on here.
And then he keeps training, and he's doing it. Probably he's like,
Yeah, out. See ya.
dead.
Yeah.
Or while he's punching the meat, like the cow comes back to
That's
life
right.
and eats it.
Yeah. The meat that Rocky punched undoes Rocky Balboa. The food stuff of Rocky undoes the fighting machine, the wrecking machine.
I'd watch that movie.
Shifting gears. Wednesday, 8 Eastern on ABC. Sean Williams, Scott, everybody, here on the Rich Eisen Show.
My head hurts.
We like to wrap up the show. Rich Ackerman now with a sports news update, but on a much lighter side.
Infinity Sports Network. Sports Flash.
Well, Rich, there's no keeping Pete Carroll down. The 73-year-old is back in the coaching ranks after a year off. He is the new head coach of the Raiders, getting a 3-year deal after 14 seasons in Seattle. He made the Seahawks almost champions instantly. He takes over a team that went 4-13 a year ago. The Saints and Cowboys are now the only teams looking for a new head coach, with the Jaguars making an official announcing Liam Cohen as their new head coach. Carroll's former assistant Dan Quinn has the Commanders in the NFC Championship game in his first year at the helm and will face the Eagles Sunday. It certainly helps to have Jaden Daniels, the second pick overall, has been better than expected and couldn't have written a better script so far.
It's a blessing to make it this far in the season. You know, it's countless a lot of, I know teams want to be in this position, so it's a blessing. Can't really take it for granted, but you also just got to be in the moment and, you know, take it one day at a time.
The second part of Sunday's championship doubleheader has the Bills in Kansas City. Buffalo beat the two-time defending champs earlier in the year, but 0-4 on the road in the postseason under Sean McDermott. A surprising change in Houston, where the Texans have fired offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick. I'm Rich Ackerman.
This is the Infinity Sports Network. Follow us on X. Our handle is INF Sports Network. That's INF Sports Network on X.
Paramount Plus is your streaming home for the NFL playoffs on CBS. It all comes down to this, as the Chiefs host the Bills in the AFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax. A trip to New Orleans is on the line, Sunday at 6:30 Eastern, streaming live on Paramount Plus.
Has your car insurance gone up recently? It's hard to know where to search for the best deal. Compare.com is an online insurance marketplace that makes car insurance companies compete for your business. With Compare.com, you'll get access to quotes from dozens of well-rated insurance carriers in your state. Drivers could save up to $900 a year. Take the wheel and start driving to big savings. Go to Compare.com now. Average potential savings based on initial quotes received by 18,330 customers seeking insurance through Compare. Actual savings may vary depending on state of residence, individual circumstances, coverage selections, and insurance provider. Savings results are not guaranteed.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Here's a riddle for you. What do yoga mats, a toothbrush, and a Hyundai have in common? I'll give you a moment. Time's up. If you guess they're all fun, well-designed, and super useful, you guessed wrong. The answer is you can order all those things on Amazon. And the best part, you won't even have to break down a car-sized Amazon box after, because you'll pick up your Hyundai at the dealer. Hyundai, now available on Amazon. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. Limited availability. Pick up through a participating Hyundai dealership in select markets.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats.
Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. There were only 2 games in men's college basketball top 25. 17th ranked Illinois was upset by unranked Maryland 91-70, and number 24 Memphis beat Wichita State 61-53. In women's college basketball, number 1 UCLA beat Rutgers 84-66. Lauren Betts finished with 25 points and 13 rebounds. 3rd ranked Notre Dame got by Boston College 89-63. Hannah Hidalgo had 23 points for the Fighting Irish. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strauds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Craving wings that kick it up a notch? Wings Over Greenville is launching an all-new buffalo flavor lineup you won't want to miss. Try the fiery heat of Afterburner or blast off with the bold liftoff. And that's just the beginning. Order straight from Wings Over. No third-party apps are needed. Wings Over Greenville delivers your favorites hot and fresh right to your door. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new buffalo lineup. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
Back on the Rich Eisen Show Radio Network, I'm sitting at the Rich Eisen Show desk furnished by Grainger with supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger has the right product for you. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Fresh reminder that the X Games Aspen is here. You can stream the live action from the world's premier ski and snowboard athletes for free on Roku Sports Channel today through Saturday. Just search for X Games Aspen on your Roku device or TV on the Roku app or the RokuChannel.com. You can't get enough action? Visit the X Games Zone for highlights, clips, and more. Oh, yeah. Let's go shred it.
Yeah.
Is that what I should say?
Half pipe.
They shred it?
Shred. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Let's do it. I'm committed to shredding. He's allergic to me talking about shredding. This guy over here is sneezing and laughing.
That's a deadly combo, man.
Sneezing and laughing.
Your heart stops. Your heart literally stops when you sneeze.
You lose a beat in your heart.
Okay.
Oh, man. It's the truth.
First blush. First thing that pops into your mind. Super Bowl 59 is?
Bills Commanders.
I know what you want.
I know, but that's what you said. That's what I'm thinking.
First blush.
Mike Del Tufo.
I don't know.
Mike Del Tufo.
I want the Bills and Commanders.
All right, let's stop this. Stop the what you want. Let's start again. All right, we'll give you a mulligan.
Eagles, Chiefs.
If you really feel... Eagles, Chiefs. What about you?
I'm going to eat a lot of food.
What is Super Bowl 59. If you really do believe it's Bills Commanders.
I think it's going to be Bills Eagles.
Bills Eagles.
Wow.
TJ Jefferson. TJ Jefferson.
Oh God.
TJ Jefferson.
Kansas City Football Chiefs. Chiefs Bills. Just play the another game.
You can't choose the meteor.
Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, TJ.
Chiefs Eagles, huh?
I don't want it.
I am going to. I'll give you my pick right here. Is what I'm going to say on game day morning.
What do you got?
I've said going into the season.
You've
Kansas
been on
City
Chiefs the whole time, yeah.
What do you think? I'm going to back off now?
No,
even though I think
not.
the Bills might be the best equipped they've ever been to do this.
Maybe.
They
might be the best equipped they've ever been to do this.
They got to prove it in the
playoffs. But the Chiefs are healthy too. Like nobody's coming in banged up.
Right.
So, I'm going Chiefs and I'm going Commanders. I am.
Really? Really?
I like that.
Eagles have the best roster.
I like it.
They are playing better than the Eagles right now.
Don't know if they can stop 26 though.
That's the problem.
Hear, wouldn't that be amazing if the through line for the Eagles turns out to be the New York Giant great?
Oh,
crazy!
That becomes an Eagles great.
I mean,
but that's who I'm choosing.
Mike, what did you say?
So
I want Eagles Chiefs for Fox, but I would love to see. I'd love to see him get in there.
Most importantly,
Washington get in there.
Most importantly, I need a weather update. But before we do, Ethos is a life-changing experience for you because you can get life insurance right now with a few simple health questions in as little as 10 minutes online. You can get up to $2 million in term life coverage with plans starting at around $2 a day. No doctor's visits, no complicated forms, all online. Get your free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com. The best part about Mike Del Tufo's weather report is the flop sweat, and I'm now giving him a heart out at the end. He's got to hit it.
You got a heart out, Mikey? Come on.
Hey, how's the weather out there?
Del Tufo with the weekend weather update.
It's raining sideways.
It's raining sideways.
It's going to be really cold at both games. It's Sunday. No, partly cloudy in Philadelphia, 39 degrees, light winds at 9 miles an hour. Buffalo at Kansas City is going to be clear, 32 degrees, light winds.
Slow down.
I'm getting counted.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. So it's going to be cold. Is it wind gusts, huh? Is it gusty wind?
Light gusts. In Philly, light
gusts.
Light. And light winds in Kansas City.
That's pretty light.
Light winds.
Yes.
What's the temperature going to be?
32 degrees in KC.
Freezing at kickoff.
39 in Philly.
That's not too cold.
Not that bad. Not that bad. Do you think we get a lot of points this weekend?
No snow. No precipitation.
A lot of points.
In Philly?
In both games.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Take the over.
Come on. Overtime?
In one of the games?
I say one.
I say the AFC Championship game goes to
overtime.
God,
yes.
Mike Hoskins, your heart won't take it.
No.
Why not?
Yeah.
Free Romo for everybody. Extra Romo. That's how we throw you to your championship weekend.
Go.
You are your family's biggest supporter, so make sure they're protected today with affordable online life insurance through Ethos. Up to $2 million of same-day term life insurance coverage in as little as 10 minutes for as little as $2 a day. It's 100% online, and there's no med exams, only a few online health questions. The mortgage, kids' education, and other costs could all be covered through Ethos. Straightforward protection for the people who matter most. Get a free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Paramount Plus is your streaming home for the NFL playoffs on CBS. It all comes down to this as the Chiefs host the Bills in the AFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax. A trip to New Orleans is on the line Sunday at 6:30 Eastern, streaming live on Paramount Plus.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue Electric, Plumbing, and Air.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
Mike Siriano is the new East Carolina strength coach. What did you think of the bowl game, the way it unfolded? Rajay getting the big run.
Oh, man, I tell you what, I had both my kids there. My dad was down from Boston, and I'm on the sideline just watching. I had my boy down there with me, and he broke that run off and cut back off the sideline. I think me and my son beat him to the end zone. We were so excited. So I would tell Rajay when he's getting ready for the combine, he needs to work on his speed a little bit because my old butt beat him to the end zone.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation. If this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Your radio home for the NFL playoffs is Pirate Radio. Coverage begins Sunday at 2 for the NFC Championship. Can my Washington Commanders actually pull the upset over the Eagles? Surely, give me a Terry McLaurin highlight.
He'll swing the pass out to the left side. It's McLaurin. Breaks 2 tackles down the left sideline to the 40. McLaurin motoring to the 30. Inside the 20. Still on his feet at the 10. And he'll dive into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
It's Commanders and Eagles Sunday right here on Pirate Radio. Your radio home for Super Bowl 59.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
We believe. Not only did we win the fight, we won the game. Hell yeah!
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Flip that, Shirley.
Miss Shirley, put have you scanned your MVP card back on Pirate Radio? Now!
Have you scanned your MVP card? I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day.
That's the tater right there.
So you're the
You can't say that.
This is the worst human being I've ever known.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And we invite you to come join us at Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, where we will be interacting with you throughout the next 3 hours. Big show today, as we got a lot of guests to get to. Coming up in just a little bit, you'll hear from Shane Winkler, Anna Sawyer, and Emma Jackson from ECU Softball. They dropped by the Pirate Radio studios earlier this afternoon, so we got that coming your way. You'll hear that interview as they get ready to begin their season coming up in a few weeks. Also, Tony Dunn, C3 Podcast, will join us as we will talk AFC and NFC championship games. Commanders, Eagles, what? Yes, that's right. Commanders, Eagles, and also the Chiefs and Bills going at it this weekend. We'll make our picks. We'll tell you who's going to score a touchdown when Tony Dunn joins us on the show. Brian North and Morgan Ahlers, our Friday regulars, will be here as well. And you'll hear from former Pirate QB Holton Ahlers coming up on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. So we're locked and loaded for a Friday show. We got Shirley Rhodes here. We got intern Hayden. We got intern Logan. We got left side.
Strong side.
Chandler Honeycutt's here. Hey, Chad.
Hey, Clipper. I miss you saying Football Friday.
Well, I'm trying to wean you off of that because we only have 3 NFL games left.
Yeah.
And we're going to mix in some basketball talk today because Bone was out earlier today hearing what Mike Schwartz had to say. So we'll have Mike Schwartz's comments as we get ready for ECU South Florida coming up on Saturday in Minges.
Yeah, coming off back-to-back road victories for the Pirates, and I guess that has got the media in a frenzy because according to Bone, who's sitting to my left, he said that everybody was out there today except for Zach Kaplan, who has the day off because he was working earlier this week for the sick Brian Bailey. But everybody was out there, it seems like, for Mike Schwartz's press conference, and hopefully they can get their 3rd straight win coming up tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Jared Watkins, welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
I'm doing really good.
Before we talk about how good you're doing, Sean, I need you to do me a favor.
All right, what's that?
I need to get an official statement. We learned yesterday that East Carolina will be playing North Carolina State to open up the season on a Thursday night in Carter Finley Stadium. I need an official statement as we sit here today. What is the January 24th official statement from Jonathan Ellerby regarding the Pirate Radio football kickoff party?
All right.
Could you go get that for me?
Do you want me to video that and then play the recording on the microphone here?
I want you to get the statement however you feel is the best way to get me that statement so I can pass it along to our audience, because I need to know the status of it as of right now. I don't need anything definitive. I need to know as of right now, what is the plan of attack for the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. I know others will be interested in that as well. So Sean is out talking to the boss man, fetching me an official statement. While he does that, we'll check in with the chat gang. Jamie says, hey now. Baba booey.
Hey now.
Fa fa foo fa. Jerry says, hello. Hey, Jerry.
Help the bear.
Hey, Jerry Bear. Matt says Matt and Hadley are checking in. What's up, Matt? What's up, Hadley? Jamie also asking, just to make sure I get this new rule right, we can acknowledge Sean when he's on camera, but not when he is off camera, or is it when he is not in the building? Not sure.
I think as long as he's in the building, it's okay.
If he's on the show, we're going to acknowledge him. If he's not, we're not. Pretty much simple as that, I think. All right, Chandler is back. And I asked him to retrieve an official statement from Jonathan, the big boss man Ellerby, regarding the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, which is always the Thursday before ECU kicks off the season on a Saturday. Well, this time, folks, ECU plays on a Thursday. It looks like you do have a video prepared for us, Chan.
Yes, I do, and here's the audio right here.
The official statement is there will be a Pirate Radio football kickoff party this year. It will not be the same night as the East Carolina-NC State game, but we will have a special announcement on Monday's show on Pirate Radio Live with Clip Brock, so stay tuned as we'll be announcing the date for this year, so look forward to seeing everybody there. Go Pirates.
Ellerby, master of the tease, now has everyone tuning in on Monday to hear the big news.
Are you excited about the Thursday kickoff?
Yes, very.
And then
very.
Saturday off, Labor Day weekend
That's
off.
why I'm excited.
Yes. So, hey, Pirates pack kicking it off on Thursday.
I'm also excited because it adds a little oomph to the game, too.
I'm assuming it will be prime time. I'm hoping ESPN.
You don't think it'll be Thursday afternoon, Chandler?
Maybe 12 o'clock? That'd be cool.
You don't think it will be?
Well, I just corrected myself. It will be prime time. Hopefully ESPN. But what a great way to start off the season on a Thursday, ECU versus NC State.
You don't think it'll be Fox Sports, Chan?
FS1, maybe?
Could be ACC Network.
ACC Network. CW.
Could be C-Dub.
Tom Brennan. I don't think it's going to be C-Dub, but no, I'm very excited about this this Thursday kickoff for ECU versus NC State. And the first thing I thought of when I saw this announcement is, what are we going to do about the Pirate Radio kickoff party, the party of the year?
Which is why I had you get that official statement.
Later on in the show, maybe we add it to the rundown, but we need to do a countdown to kickoff.
Chandler? Go ahead.
Brought to you by David Price Construction.
Chandler? I thought about that earlier today because what we once thought was the countdown has changed.
Yes.
We basically traveled ahead in time. We knocked off 2 days from the countdown.
Yeah.
We time traveled.
Yes, we did. Because I think we did a countdown not too long ago about the what we thought was going to be the kickoff on Saturday, and now it's going to be a Thursday. So now we had to change that countdown, and we'll do the countdown to the kickoff for the Pirates and the Pack. And then on Monday, when we get an announcement from Jonathan Ellerby, we will have to do a countdown to the party of the year. So we will do the countdown to the party of the year on Monday, but later on today, we'll let you know how many days away we are from ECU versus NC State. Thank you to David Price Construction for that sponsorship.
Chandler, can you run out real quick? I got one more question.
Okay.
Will Jonathan have the party date on Monday or just an announcement? Go ask that. Let me.
Good question.
Yeah, because I don't want to tease. We're gonna have an announcement Monday, and that's gonna be we'll let you know next Tuesday. I want to know, will he have a date set on Monday? That's what I need to know. This is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Sending Chandler out to get the information. He's our gopher right now. All right, we've got Bone news to get to. We've got ECU comments to get to. Shirley, let's hit Mike Schwartz. We'll hit it throughout the show. We'll save some for Morgan Ahlers as well. Do you have that ready? Can we do cut one? What does the 2 road wins do for the team's confidence heading into Saturday's game?
You know, we took them one game at a time. I'll be honest with you. We don't look at it like, hey, they're 2 road games or they're back-to-back. Each game was an individual game. Each game came down to a late possession. I thought we executed. I thought we showed real mental toughness on the road. There was a long swing back and forth, too, in terms of we did come back to Greenville. But I just think they're conference games, and right now every conference game you see it. You saw it last night with Wichita State and Memphis. You saw it with Temple and North Texas. You've seen it with our 2 games, have seen it with our 2 games here recently. Every game is just an absolute dogfight, and we feel fortunate that we came home with 2 wins.
All right, there's Mike Schwartz. Back-to-back road wins for East Carolina. Something you don't say often or at all. All right, if you're just tuning in, we got an official statement from Jonathan Ellerby. Can you hit the first official statement, Sean, before we hit official?
The statement is there will be a Pirate Radio football kickoff party this year. It will not be the same night as the East Carolina-NC State game, but we will have a special announcement on Monday's show on Pirate Radio Live with Clip Brock, so stay tuned as we'll be announcing the date for this year, so look forward to seeing everybody there. Go Pirates.
All right, there's Jonathan Ellerby. I had a question. Will we have an official party date coming up Monday with that announcement? Now, Chandler, do we have another video?
Yes, we do.
All right, video number 2. Let's hear the update.
Yes, we have a date set already, and I'm already fielding calls about the entertainment for the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. We will announce a date on Monday.
Wow.
So stay tuned. Look forward to it. It'll be a Victory Monday for the Pirate Radio party.
Awesome. Great updates, Ellerby. Thank you for getting that, Sean. If any of y'all have a question you would like Chandler to go ask Jonathan.
Well, you better hurry up and ask it now because I believe he is shutting the lights off to his office and leaving.
Jamie wants to know what time the announcement. Can you go ask Jonathan what time the
Are you
announcement?
being serious?
Yeah.
It'll be at 3 o'clock, I'm pretty sure.
Who are you? Oh, they made you owner and boss at Pirate Radio. Congratulations,
I mean, he's
man.
always on at 3 o'clock.
I missed that news.
Do you want me to go do that?
Well, do you care about our listeners or not? If you don't care about the listeners, you don't have to. Or you can listen to Jarrett, who apparently...
He's always on at 3 o'clock. I mean...
you know what, Jarrett? You're young.
Just using context clues.
Yeah, that's called assuming, though.
Oh, well, you know what happens when you assume.
Mm-hmm. Can one of you interns write ass below Jarrett's face?
They don't know how to do that yet. Don't make them do that. They like me for now.
Jamie says, my schedule is tight Monday. I want to be sure I don't miss it. Exactly, man.
Sorry.
I'm with you.
I wasn't thinking about others.
All right. Chandler is back. Now, Chandler, for those just tuning in, we will have an announcement on the Pirate Radio football kickoff party on Monday. We have a date set, and Ellerby will announce that. The question is, what time will all these announcements happen? Chandler, do you have an answer?
I think he got tired of me videoing him, and he left the building. He left. So.
Oh, he didn't answer?
No. Well, you want to call him on the air?
Yeah,
he's
call.
gone.
Call.
In the matter of
call. We need to know, man.
People are so excited about this.
And this is my new favorite bit.
Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go.
Now, look, while we're on the phone, if anybody's got any more questions, get them in. It's going to be like, leave me alone. Is he really going to ghost? Come on, Ellerby. I know you're listening.
I feel bad for bothering him 3 times now in the matter of like 10 minutes.
Just leave him a message.
Hello, you've reached Jonathan Ellerby with Pirate Radio.
Maybe don't play his whole voicemail.
Please leave me a message or send me a text, and I'll be back in touch.
Leave a message,
soon.
voicemail.
Thank you. Have a great day.
After you have finished your message, just hang up.
Okay.
To hear more options, please press
Let's
1.
hear more options.
Hey, boss man. I'm sorry for bothering you for the 3rd time, but we have some listeners that are very excited about this Pirate Radio kickoff party announcement coming up on Monday on Pirate Radio Live. Now the next question is, what time will the announcement be made? Is that going to be at the start of the show? Just wanted to ask that question.
We have an additional question. Any idea how long the announcement will take? So 2 question here.
All right, so how long will the announcement take? And
what time?
And then what time will the announcement be made? We are excited about it. Thank you, boss man.
What do we hit for more options?
1.
Hit 1. I want to know what the other options are. Like, what else can we do
To
here?
listen to your message, press 1.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's listen to it.
Hey, boss man. I'm sorry for bothering you for the 3rd time. We have some listeners that are very excited about this.
Dude, you sound like Marble Mouth. Dude, you got to call him back and leave a message. He can't. He understands.
I can't hear anything right now because you're talking.
How do we go back to the options?
Press 1 after.
All right, we can move on.
So 2 question here. All right, so how long will the announcement take, and then what time will the announcement be made? We are excited about it. Thank you, boss man. Why don't we hit for more options?
I think that's fine.
You think that's all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
Can we move on?
Please. I'm down.
All right.
But I am pumped that we're still having the party.
All right. J-Bone.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday to you too, Chandler. I'm super pumped up to be here right now.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Why?
Are you?
Because
first of all right, let's
the future begins now.
They better. They don't have
right.
many years left.
Oh, come on, man.
So if people out there listening have not that don't know, Jarrett J-Bone, big Raiders fan. It's a new day in Las Vegas.
What are you doing with that gum?
I need a little mint. I had lunch. It's a little minty.
Pete Carroll has been named the new head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, a 3-year deal. And Jarrett,
can I join you on that?
I feel like you were kind of down the dumps earlier today, but now it seems like you have a new. It seems like you have a new vibe to you.
Yeah,
right now.
just a little bit of energy, a little bit of bubble gum. We're all in on Pete Carroll and Raider Nation right now.
You got to go minimum 4, right?
Yeah. We're just super pumped up about this upcoming season.
Woo! Can you give me a woo? Woo!
So, do you think this is really going to work out?
I think this is the perfect hire for where we are right now as an organization. We need we need stability.
I need more gum.
We need more gum.
Wow. Thank you.
I got a guy if you need some more.
You're about to get through the whole pack.
Nah, I was halfway over. But yeah, I mean I don't think Pete Carroll's going to deliver us a Super Bowl or anything. But I think it's the perfect guy to come in here, tear things down, reset. Colin Cowherd said today, lay the concrete. We're just building a foundation right now.
Well, that foundation should not include Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew.
I agree. But
who else played quarterback for y'all this year?
Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
Which, we're fully out on that.
Riddle me this. What the hell is he doing in the league?
Jack nothing.
So, the question is, do you go draft or sign a free agent?
I think you go veteran in free agency.
Yeah.
Like a Russell Wilson, do a real little reunion there.
Yeah.
I think Matthew Stafford's time with the Rams might come into the
Let Russ cook.
Let Russ cook.
No.
Give Russ some bubble gum.
He can build his own office there.
That building's big enough.
Yeah.
Got the best bathrooms in the league, I'll tell you what.
Hey, we got Brett chiming in. Brett said, Jaden Daniels writes, Cancun on 3, 1, 2, 3 on Terrion Arnold's jersey after the game. Do you approve of this clip?
I approve of everything Jaden Daniels does.
Yeah, that's just sport. It's part of the competitive nature.
Yeah. You sound like Obama.
My fellow American.
Brett says, you need a quarterback more than anything.
Really?
Whoa. Hey, Adam Schefter, calm down.
Who's your source, Brett?
Brett says Colin Kaepernick rated quarterback.
Is that a joke? Is that for real? Did he really say that?
I don't know. Steve says, hey, yo. What's up, Suit?
Hey, yo.
What's up?
All right.
Gum was a good idea.
A good bit. Good bit. That's good gum.
Yeah, it's long-lasting flavor peppermint.
It's lasting.
Mm-hmm. It's a little extra.
Yeah. So bit aside, have you've talked yourself into liking Pete Carroll?
I think everybody else has. I said this morning when somebody asked me, I was like, yeah, I don't really want him as the head coach. And then they're like, well, it's official. It's like, oh, okay. And then you'll hear later Holton Ahlers talking about Pete Carroll.
That's right.
That got me fired up.
Yeah. We will hear from Holton Ahlers. What do you got there, Sean? Pete Carroll chewing gum.
Yes.
You got a lot of tabs open there, bud.
Yeah.
Woo!
Big woo guy.
He loves to woo.
I'm telling you, man, this guy has more energy and more youthfulness than me.
Yeah. He is a young 70 whatever.
He'll be 74 September 15th.
And you're an old 24-year-old.
I'll be 24 next month.
Oh, I'm jumping ahead there.
All right. So now two teams need coaches.
Yep.
Cowboys and Saints.
The Aints.
The Cowboys are making their way there, though. I haven't heard a word from out of New Orleans. So maybe big
Schottenheimer, the guy in Dallas?
I hope so.
It's either Brian Schottenheimer or Kellen Moore. I don't think they got enough for Cliff Kingsbury.
Not prime time?
Nah. I don't really think that was ever serious for any team.
Jamie is nominating this segment for segment of the year so far.
Wow. It's an honor to just be nominated, Jamie.
We had the Chandler Go Ask Ellerby stuff bit and the gum bit. We're a bit show now.
Yeah. Shock jocks.
Oh, got a call back from Ellerby.
Oh, all right.
Here we go.
All right. Wait, you're calling him?
Yeah.
Because you missed this call?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. We got to take a break after this.
Hello.
All right, Ellerby, you're on the air.
All right.
All right, we want to know what time will the announcement be on Monday on Pirate Radio Live?
That'll be a collaboration with myself and Clip Brock, depending on, I guess, if the Washington Commanders win or not. Because I imagine he'll want to get right to my announcement at 3, unless the Commanders are headed to Super Bowl. So
Commanders lose. The announcement will be at 3:02. Commanders win. It'll be at 5:59.
Can you just at least work me in a commercial break ahead of time? Maybe I'll record if the Commanders win, I'll just record a 30-second commercial. I'll buy a commercial from you, Chandler, and we'll put it with that.
All right, that sounds good. All right, we're looking forward to Monday, Pirate Radio Live. Big announcement regarding the Pirate Radio kickoff party for this year.
And I'll have no other announcements until that.
All right, there you go.
This is it. Final answer.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, let's take a break. When we return, we will hear from Shane Winkler, Emma Jackson, and Anna Sawyer from ECU Softball to get you ready for the upcoming 2025 campaign. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I'm going to spit this gum out. I'll be back after this.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at at Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville across from AgriSupply, or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools. And Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them on Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Earlier today, Shane Winkler, ECU softball coach, and a couple of players, Anna Sawyer and Emma Jackson, dropped by the Pirate Radio studios. The YouTube audience will see that now. The radio audience will hear that right now. Let's hit it.
All right, Clip Rock here on Pirate Radio Live with Coach Shane Winkler from East Carolina Softball. Also a couple of players, Anna Sawyer and Emma Jackson. Welcome in, Coach. Good to talk to you again. How you doing, sir?
Great. I mean, it's not really feeling like softball weather outside, but we're close, so the energy's high. But we're gearing up 2 weeks away.
We'll get to know a couple of the players as well. Love talking to former D.H. Conley Vikings like myself, Anna Sawyer, and we'll get to know Emma Jackson as well. But Coach, we'll start with the season last year, and you want to come in like year one and go ahead and win right away. That'd be awesome, but there's got to be something satisfying about building this thing too. And the team was able to win in conference play last year, great overall record, win a postseason game. So you had to check a few boxes last year, right? Not the ultimate thing you want to do here, but very successful year.
Yeah, year 1 and 2, we started learning how to compete, and we did so better in conference. Not the overall conference records that we would have wanted the first 2 years, but it's been a process along the way. So, like I said, we checked off some of those boxes last year, but we wanted to show that we can compete in this league. This is a multi-bid league for the NCAA tournament every year. The league was as strong as ever last year. I mean, you had 4 or 5 teams that were in the top 50 RPI all year long last year, and we hung with them. We won a series from Charlotte who was in the top 25 at the time. We were right there with FAU, top 25 team. So we put ourselves in a position where we learned that we can compete with the rest of the league. We had a great non-conference schedule last year that we did really well. And again, this has been kind of 4 years in the making now to put us where we are heading into this season.
And a good example of how you build that is what local homegrown talent and also hitting the portal, right? So I got to do it different ways, and you've been able to attack that and develop a good roster here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at our pitching staff, it's been more homegrown. All 5 of our pitchers right now. In the past, we had a couple transfers come in, but on our roster now, it's all kids that we brought in from high school travel ball teams, that kind of a young pitching staff. And then our position players, we've got a good mix of kids that we recruited and kids that we brought out of the portal. We've got 8 kids from the portal on our roster, probably 5 or 6 that may start opening day. So we've gone every which way we can to bring in the talent that we could bring in to hopefully compete for a championship. Like I said, it's been 4 years in the making. We feel like this year is where we're in our best position to compete at the top of our league.
Anna, we'll talk to you. I know a lot of people know your name because you are from around here. How about going to D.H. Conley, going to high school and school around here and ending up at East Carolina? Is that something you wanted to do for a long time?
Yeah, so I actually grew up like going to East Carolina games all the time. So it's always been like kind of a dream of mine. It's a pretty full circle moment. But if you know me, you know I always brag about being a hometown kid. I think it's very special to be able to play in front of my community and even in front of my parents and grandparents to be able to come and watch my games. So I'm very blessed, and it's very special to be from Greenville.
That's awesome. And Emma, a lot of people know your name because of the amazing season you had last year. So where are you from originally?
So I'm from Shankatig, Virginia.
All right. And how did your all your travels end up here in Greenville? How'd you get here to ECU?
So my first year I played at Virginia Tech, and then things out of my control just didn't go the way they were supposed to. So hit the portal, coach called, took me about maybe 10 minutes, I'd say. Like, it didn't take very long, and I was like, okay, this is the right fit. Like, he's going to teach me how to love the game again and actually just play the way I'd like to.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Coach and Emma, y'all can both speak to this, but like the portal, some people put a major negative label on it. Some people say it's great all the way around, but it's an individual case-by-case basis, right? And you kind of have to sift through that too, I imagine, when you're talking to these players. You know, why are you leaving? What do you want in your new school? Everybody's got their own story with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the portal's not going away. Transferring is not going away. There's a lot of things coming to college athletics, but I mean, you're allowed multiple transfers now. We're not going to put that in the air for someone like Emma because she's doing a great job with our program, but it's not going away, so we're going to use it to our advantage. Like I said, we've got 8 on our roster. We've got like Annie Kate Dalton and Morgan Johnson, kids that are doing big things for our program that we brought in from some P4 schools, and we're going to continue to do that. We feel like we're building somewhere that we can recruit the young kid, we can recruit transfers, kids that are going to want to be a part of what we're building here. And I think our culture is what kind of sets us apart. And we're kids that have played at other programs and maybe not had the experience for one reason or another that wasn't right for them. They can look at our program and see, all right, this is what it's supposed to be about. We have the resources, we have a schedule, we can compete nationally, and you can take care of us, and we're going to enjoy our experience. And we kind of put that all together to where you get the best of all worlds here.
You said it didn't take long to buy into Coach Winkler. Was there any worry at all about, getting to know the new team and the girls fitting in, all that? And how long did that take?
It didn't take very long at all. I mean, growing up, you play travel softball, you meet a lot of girls, you go to a lot of camps, so it's something you do your entire life. So that part was easily, just happened so easily. But I would say, the hardest part was just getting accustomed to, the way they do things here, which, I mean, is great, and it was a great change, but it was just different because it was more laid back, but you still got your work in, you still, got what you needed to in, and at an elite level.
Emma mentioned travel softball there. Could you even put a guess on how many games you've played in your life as far as it's year-round, right?
There's really no telling. And I went everywhere. I've been California, Colorado, everywhere in the South, so literally everywhere. There's no telling how much money my parents spent, for sure.
Is there too much at any point for kids growing up playing softball, Coach, or do they need to play as much as they can? Do you have an answer for that?
You know, what I would like to see more is them practice more. I mean, these kids play so many games and they don't get an opportunity to develop and practice and own in their skills. Like I talk to kids that come to our camps and say, yeah, you're going to play a lot of games. Like get in the weight room, get stronger, prepare yourself to play at this level. You're going to play high level games, but I mean, that's where the money is. It's for who puts on the travel ball tournaments. The money is in the games. The money is coming to their showcases. So it's not going to change, but there's absolutely to a point where they play too much and they travel too much. You've got travel ball teams here in North Carolina that I don't believe play a game in this state. So it is unbelievable, the amount of travel, the amount of games. And again, we want them to come to us prepared to play at this level, and they don't get to develop enough.
How much, weight room stuff do y'all do before you get to college? I know Conley's come a long way from that little building they had when I was in school 20-some years ago. But were you prepared for that when you got here to East Carolina, the weight training part?
I would say I wish I got an earlier start with it, like earlier in high school. I think I just didn't find the right fit for me early on. The main thing that I did struggle with my freshman year was my power and being big enough and strong enough. So I do wish I started earlier, but I'd say like my junior year in high school was when I really got serious about it.
How about you, How long have you had the pop in your bat? Is that something you've been doing for a while?
Yeah. So I actually bought my like own set of like plates and barbell and everything. So I mean, since maybe 6th, 7th grade.
Wow. Okay.
I started.
You got a good start.
I wish that I started a little bit later because with the way I do things, sometimes I do a little bit too much just because that's the way I've always done it and the way I like to do things. But just stepping back just a hair would have helped a little bit more.
You would recommend maybe 8th grade, 9th grade, get going with that?
Maybe 8th grade.
Okay.
She doesn't lack power at all.
And we saw that last year. It was good to see. Coach, how about in the circle? Let's talk about the pitching for this team. We always bring that up with you because it is a key element to softball for sure. So who are you excited about pitching this year?
Yeah, we feel like we have kind of our deepest pitching staff, but we're going to rely on probably less pitchers for a big part of our innings. Taylor Apple had an outstanding season last year, came in as a freshman, started pitching Friday night games in conference for us, so got a lot of experience. Jordan Hatch comes back, where she's got 3.5 years of experience now, and she's looking as better than she has during her entire career. We credit that to our new pitching coach, Lexi Hanley. She's our pitching coach left-handed, so we kind of took the left-handed pitcher under her wing a little bit and helped develop her. And then Kendall Frost is a freshman for us who came in with a lot of national accolades through travel ball, the recruiting process, is a top 100 freshman in D1 softball right now. So we're going to rely on her a lot, and we're going to see how quick she can not act like a freshman when it comes to pitching in big games. She'll get an opportunity opening weekend to throw some big games for us. So we've got the ability to throw 2 pitchers for sure that are number 1 types, and then a Jordan Hatch that can kind of change things up a little bit. So we feel really strongly about the top of our rotation. Then we have a Devin Long and an Ava Fisher who hope to continue to develop and eat up some innings where we need to. But we feel like through our top 3, where we'll be three heavy, the 3-headed monster there, that we can compete with anyone in the league.
I talked to a lot of baseball guys, and there's more computers involved now than ever before. Is that the same with softball, or do you get involved in the analytics and stuff like that? Like, Emma, how much do you look at your swing, try to improve it, those types of things?
Sometimes it can be a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing, especially with the video, because sometimes you can overanalyze and just sit there and look at it for hours and hours on end and just overlook, your swing and stuff. I would say it's a good thing because you can just tweak like the little things that maybe you're just dropping your hands a hair. Okay, I need to, actually get to the ball a little bit better than I am. So, I mean, it can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing at the same time, I think.
How about you, Anna? Like, do you look at that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I would say like one big thing for me is like watching my game film is just like figuring out what am I doing in the game, because a lot of the time hitting BP in the cage is so much different than when you're on the field, like at the plate, and just like your approach. Like there's a lot of the times where I don't even realize what my like body language looks like, and that's one thing that I've had to learn since my freshman year to fix. And I feel like that's something that film catches that I wouldn't see myself.
Coach, how much are you able to look at opponents? I guess you can watch every game now with ESPN Plus and things like that, so that's probably come a long way. But if you've got a pitcher coming in for a tournament, is it kind of sight unseen, or are you able to kind of watch every opponent?
No, we've got access to every pitch thrown by every returning player in the entire country.
Nice.
So for us, the staff will dive in a lot more than the players. We'll give them access to some, but we don't want kind of paralysis by analysis.
Yeah.
Too much information, especially preseason tournaments. We face 4 opponents opening weekend. If we try to throw 20 pitchers at them, their heads are going to spin. So we'll give them some scouting to look at, some preparation, but cheat sheets to where if a pitcher comes in, we can look real quick to see what they throw. They may have had an opportunity to see them on video some, but we have all the information available at their fingertips, and it's kind of like a buffet. We'll send in an app to the girls every picture that they may see. It's up to them how much they want to look at it. Some will panic because it's too much. Some will dive into it and have the ability and fall in love with that. So we'll be prepared for the players, but as a staff, we'll look at absolutely everyone we can and have a plan for what we're going to do with each pitcher, each staff that we'll face.
Looking forward to the upcoming season, and once y'all get going, you get going. You play a few weeks, and you look up, and the record's like 20-2 after a few. You play so many games, but any big trips, fun trips before you get into conference play? These tournaments you play early on.
Looking at our non-conference this year, it's completely different than last season. Like I said, last season I think we were 20-2 before conference play started, and we feel like we didn't test our program enough. We jumped into conference play, and that's the first time where we were really pushed, and we got off to a slow start in conference play. And when we finally kind of got our calluses and our scars, it was halfway through the conference season. This year, we will be tested early and often. Our non-conference schedule is probably tougher than anyone in our league, and that was by design. Like I said, we're 4 years in the making with our roster to try to compete for a championship. So we set up the schedule to it's tough as it ever has been. So we open up at South Carolina. We're going to Columbia. We got South Carolina there. We got Virginia, who's in a couple top 25 polls to where we'd be tested right away. We got some big teams coming into our preseason tournaments. Then we're going down to Clemson. We'll play a couple more Power Fours. Michigan's coming here. Duke's coming here for a doubleheader. So I think we've got 13 Power Four programs on our schedule. So we will be tested early and often to where, like I said, the calluses, the scars will be there come conference play. And if our record's 20-2 again, we're gonna make some national news. But we're gonna be prepared for what the American brings at us.
Y'all got to be excited about that. Great competition, and yourself, like Emma, how did you feel coming off last year with this team that had struggled in conference play the previous how many ever seasons to have a good record there and a good overall record? How did you feel coming off that, and how can you build onto that for this year?
I think one thing that we learned last year is just like, going into conference and the schedule we had before that wasn't as tough as we would have liked, I would think. And just like going into conference, like it's a little bit tougher. And now that we have that schedule to set us up for success in the conference, we're just going to blow by everybody. Like nothing's going to compare to that schedule we have before because we've already, gone through the struggles, the mental aspects in the beginning, if there are any. But, yes, that counts. And we want to win those games, but winning that conference, I think, is what we're really looking forward to, and that's really setting us up for success, is that front end of that schedule.
And how much fun do you have day to day with your team? What's the camaraderie level like, and how do the girls get together off the field and things like that?
Yeah, we have the craziest group. Like we get along really well. We have a lot of fun when we're at practice. I don't think we lack any. Like, it's just, we're always having a good time, honestly. And off the field, we do a lot of stuff together. We try to monthly. We did it a lot during the fall. Try to get together and kind of do like a potluck as a team. A lot of us go to church together on Tuesday nights. So we're a very close-knit group, and we're fun to be around.
Yeah, and Coach, that's part of, I guess, the culture instilled Absolutely. Here. And I know that those types of things are very important to you, right?
Yeah, and that's, again, when we say we're bringing in transfers, we want them to see that we have an environment where you're going to enjoy being around each other. We want the players to be themselves around their staff. We want them to have their personality, know that they're not going to come and get beat up mentally at practice every day, that it's going to be an environment where you have the opportunity to develop and grow, and you're going to enjoy the heck out of it. And that's, like I said, what I believe sets our program apart. Our players, I think, enjoy coming to practice where they're not going to get beat up all the time. It's a fun place to grow and develop and try to be their best selves.
And Anna, are you like a tour guide for people like Emma? They come in like, where should I eat? Where should I go hang out? What do I do?
Yeah, whenever we would have transfers, I would be the first one to get the call to go with, and I just, you know everything about Greenville, so I like that. It's nice to me. I like being able to tell people where to go, what to do. So
she's a year-round employee, so she's here for the summer for recruits also.
I love it. I love it.
It benefits us.
And I've been here my whole life, so tell me, how do you enjoy Greenville after being here for a year plus?
Other than like this week, it's usually warm.
Yeah.
There's no snow in sight. It's great, and it's only 4 hours away from home.
Glad
so
you
it's not
committed and played here before that snow. That's a good thing.
Yeah. See, that was one of the big reasons. Like, I really like the warm weather.
Yeah,
and it,
beach, all
yeah,
that.
exactly. It doesn't snow much, like I said, other than like this week, which it's been a little off to me. But other than that,
good deal. Well, nice to get to know y'all, Coach. Good to see you again. Before we wrap up, Jarrett, do you want to say anything to Broncos fan, Coach Winkler, all the stuff you said about Bo Nix this year? By the end of the year, Jarrett had to give Bo Nix his credit, his flowers, as they say. But Coach, I got a big one this week. You think the Commanders can get it done?
I do. I don't know why. I feel like they got a shot. On paper, they shouldn't, but the playoffs have been wild so far, so it'll be fun to watch.
Man, looking forward to coming up this weekend. Y'all watch any sports? You into it at all? You got any teams or anything? Nope.
No. My dad's a big Commanders fan, but
good man.
Yeah.
Tell him I said hail to the Commanders.
Softball 24/7 for this crew.
There you go. That's how it needs to be. All right. Great to get to know y'all. Let's do it again down the road. Coach will certainly talk to you again, but good luck this season.
Awesome. Appreciate
you.
Anna Sawyer and Emma Jackson joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap up hour number 1 of the show when we return after these words.
This is Dr. Hote from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
How much America is in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive and legs spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More America. Four Loko USA. Tastes like real.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Wrapping up hour number 1. Derek says Holton Ahlers to the Raiders. Carroll already familiar with him.
I don't hate it.
Drew says y'all need to get that Sully guy on the show.
I've seen this today.
Sully Sullenberg?
Why?
So this guy used to be on East Carolina's roster.
Here's a guy.
And he was on the coach, what's his name?
Jason Brown.
Jason Brown show.
Famous from Last Chance U.
Last Chance U, and he was on his podcast.
He's the same mother. Yo, mother.
And he used to say it a lot.
Yeah.
But he was on his podcast, and the news about Luke Larson, former ECU punter, 32 years old, oldest guy in college football, which said he was entering the transfer portal, but he is just ending his football career.
No, he's
in the portal.
In the transfer portal.
Okay. Well, anyway, so this guy was.
Should you be telling this story? You seem a little flustered.
No, but Jason Brown had Sully Harden on, who used to be on ECU's roster
as a punter,
and he just was on his podcast talking a bunch of crap about Luke Larson
and East Carolina
and East Carolina's program in general.
The program is in shambles.
When was he here?
Dude, I don't know the guy.
I have no idea who this guy is.
Like, unless he was here the last 3 months, I don't really think he could say anything. Because it's kind of irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, I mean...
well, first of all, he was a backup punter. So.
Should we really have him on the show? I don't think so.
We should get the pilot Sully.
I don't want that guy on this show.
Yeah, I would get Sully Sullenberger on.
Yeah.
To talk about how he landed the plane in the Hudson River.
Yeah. Talk about, like, are geese a problem for every flight? Or just that one?
You're not a Comedy Bang Bang fan, are you? Great.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Great podcast. But a guy plays the character of Sully Sullenberger, and like his backstory is like he's always had beef with geese, like since childhood, and wants to rid the earth of geese. Yeah, I mean, if you want to listen to that, go for it. But like I saw a link to it, I clicked on it and heard a few minutes, and I was like, "Who is this guy? What is the point of this show?" It was very. I guess JB had nothing going on that day.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many things going on, though. Even if it's just him talking, like, what the hell are you getting our old backup punter for?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
I heard where he said, like, he was the best punter in South Carolina high school history. It was very straight.
I still have to watch the whole thing, but just reading people's comments on Twitter that I guess watched the whole thing, he was just basically talking about how good he was in high school and
what a loser.
Yeah,
it was
an
a lot
absolute loser mentality.
But also,
and it's what we call cringe.
If you sat down and watched the whole thing, kind of a loser.
Yeah.
No, well, I haven't done it.
As a guy that peaked in high school, I mean, I wouldn't go on a podcast and talk about it.
Nah.
I'm just trying to live my life, you know.
God, if I peaked in high school, whew.
You don't know until you know.
Well, that was.
But I see big things on you in your horizon, in your future.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Tony Dunn will join us. Man, the old Clipper took it to y'all boys last week.
Call you Wendy's because you were 4 for 4.
Man, I wish I'd have parlayed my touchdown scores. That'd have been nice.
Did you hit all of them?
Every last one of them.
Wow.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4.
We'll make some picks, talk about the coaching carousel, and have more for you when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the News. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Bostic Sugg Furniture's January sale and clearance is happening now. We've made dramatic price reductions on furniture and mattresses store-wide to make room for new styles. Save up to 70% off discontinued items. Don't miss your chance to get beautiful furniture at exceptional values. Plus, 6 months special financing. New year, new mattress, better sleep. Save on our great selection of comfortable mattresses with up to 48 months special financing during the January sale and clearance at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. And Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from in brand new inventory arriving daily. They're easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Got Brian North coming up later this hour. Got Morgan Ahlers, Holton Ahlers in hour number 3. Fleet Feet Rundown. J-Bone here, Chan Man, and Tony Dunn joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. What's up, Tony?
What's good, fellas?
What's good? My team is in the NFC Championship.
They are good.
Aren't you happy for him?
I heard Jaden Daniels was pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude, he's really good.
It's a good feeling.
He's the 5th best quarterback in the NFL.
You've heard, but have you seen how good he is?
I've seen.
Do you think
I've been trying to tell y'all.
You think he's the 5th best quarterback in the NFL?
Right now, he might be one of the top 4 quarterbacks, right? Like, think about it. I mean, what? There's 4 teams left?
No. Jalen Hurts is not.
Put him ahead of Burrow?
No. I told you yesterday he's solidly at 5.
Which is a good place to be.
Which is a Greenville 8.
How about like he's playing like a top 5 quarterback for sure. You'll see. All this is all about longevity, right?
Yeah.
Is like what makes the elite, or they do it over and over consistently. But right now he's arguably had the best rookie campaign, which is crazy because we had C.J. Stroud last year with arguably the best rookie campaign for a quarterback. And I love it because he wasn't the toast of the town, coming out.
Have you seen a rookie quarterback play so well under pressure?
No.
In situations that he's been in this year?
I wish I could have a quarterback. Well, you know what? I'm very happy with where the Panthers are heading with their quarterback. I hope But, man, this is just the time to just soak it up, Clip.
Yeah.
Just soak it up, enjoy it. Even if you get – if this is the end, right? If it was just a one-year run and you get to the Super Bowl or something to that effect is, you know what? That's pretty dang awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So, and it's not – it doesn't come back easily. After 2015, the Panthers, MVP quarterback, we're sitting here. It's all right. We'll be back. We'll be back.
So what happened after that? Was it an injury? Was it
for us?
Yeah,
Graham Gano.
Graham Gano.
That was the reason. The reason. All of these things, it's like a butterfly effect.
We went 6-10 the next year.
Yeah. Well, you know why we went 6-10? Because of Graham Gano. And I'll tell you why. There's a lot of luck that turns into magic in football, where one positive thing sets off a series of positive events, and one negative event sets off a series of negative events. And the Carolina Panthers suffered the loss in the Super Bowl that year to the Denver Broncos. They opened the season, the next very first game on the road. Denver, Cam
got jacked up.
Leads them on a fourth quarter game-winning drive. And Graham Gano, or at least I think it would have been for the win. Pretty sure it would have been for the win. And get to the 44. Cam does a lot of magic to get you there, to set you up. Graham Gano misses.
The 44?
Well, a
61 yard?
No, a 44-yard kick.
That's a lot
Excuse me.
Okay.
A 44. I think it was a 44-yard kick. It might even have been shorter. It doesn't matter. He missed that. And then if you come out and you beat the world champs out the gate, it sets a tone. It sets a positive series of events for the future.
Didn't Cam get like blasted in that game?
Oh,
yeah,
like 4 or 5 times he got hit in the head.
They were headhunting him, and he still was taking care of business. And then that led to the next game, which was the Vikings. I believe we might have started out 0-2, lost to the Vikings, punt blocked, some different things. But that was when Michael Orr got the concussion, and just one series of negative things. Butterfly effect.
Yeah, and Graham Gano started it all.
Graham Gano's fault, dude. Also, he missed a field goal in the Super Bowl. Let's not forget that one.
All right.
Heading into the half. Graham Gano.
There's the answer.
Player that's liked by fans, but bad on the board.
You know who was the quarterback for Broncos that day?
Barack Osweiler?
Oh, the rocket ship.
That's who I thought it was. And
Paxton Lynch?
No. Trevor Siemian.
Trevor Siemian. That's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Graham Gano.
Graham Gano lost to Trevor Siemian, and it started it all. I was scrolling through Twitter today on the topic of Daniels, how good he is at the end of games. Somebody's best bet was over 13.5 points in the fourth quarter. Because, the Commanders always score a touchdown in the fourth quarter.
Paid like $7,000.
Saquon Barkley is a great closer.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad bet there.
You just got to think about what the margin, like, what do you, like, are the Commanders down 10, up 10, like, for Saquon at least?
Yeah. I think but even if we're down a couple touchdowns, we're going to be trying to score.
Yeah, but I don't think the Saquon will.
They're going to be running the ball, running the clock.
Yeah, just slide
And he
down.
breaks a long one. He's not going to slide down with 10 minutes left.
Okay, with 10 minutes, yeah.
You know what, Jared? Don't bet it. I don't care what you do with your money. All right. Jerry says, nice Hurricanes hoodie. Tony?
Yep, old school.
Hopefully after Sunday I can start wearing mine.
Now, Jamie, I don't know if he's trying to start beef between me and Tony. He says, right now, I'd say Daniels is 10 times better than Cam Newton.
That's the guy that's starting beef. Don't worry, I'm not falling for that mess. I'm not falling for that mess.
10 times better.
Clip can love his quarterback.
So is he going to be a 10-time MVP?
Where does
he could say 2 times better, and we'd be like, okay. But to say 10 times better, you're going over the top.
All I could say is that, Clip, if you love Jaden Daniels 1/10 of as much as I love Cam Newton,
Yes!
you will be in for a great relationship.
And you will be defending him for the rest of your life.
Yes,
That's the lifetime.
Yes, you will. You will still be talking to people on the internet like this guy about how Cam Newton is the great.
All right. I wanted to get to a little coaching carousel. Jamie also asking, have you seen the Tampa coordinator story?
Crazy.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that.
Waiting for Trent Baalke to get fired?
I would have. It made no sense for them to wait that long to fire him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I think he originally turned a job down.
Who?
This offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he turned down the Jags, and then they fired Trent Baalke.
And then he's like, okay, I might give it a shot.
The Bucs gave him a contract extension to make them the highest paid coordinator, and his son was sick. So he didn't go to sign the contract.
And he just went to Jacksonville.
Yeah, and they kept the Liam Cohen meeting secret to fly out Patrick Graham so he could interview for the job, so they could check off the box for the Rooney Rule.
All right.
Wow.
So even crazier stuff.
This is Schefter on Pat McAfee earlier today.
It was reported all these things about Liam Cohen. He withdrew his name. He did this. He did that. His wife has come out and said that their kid was sick during all of this. So what's real? What do you think is real? What isn't at this moment, Schefter?
Well, I think there's two different sides of this, okay? I think Liam Cohen would tell you that he feels like this was his right. And by the way, in the NFL, with contracts, even if there's a signed contract as a coordinator, it is within your rights to go take a head coaching job anywhere else you want. I think that he felt like the Buccaneers, right or wrong, I'm just telling you what he felt like, the Buccaneers strong-armed him into this deal, and he signed the deal, and the Buccaneers would say, we made him the highest paid coordinator in NFL history, and then when we tried to figure out where he was, we could not find him throughout the course of the day on Thursday to get him to sign that contract.
Ghosted him.
And they say that they reached out multiple times. He says he was in touch with Todd Bowles and informed him of his decision to interview with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, there are two different versions to this and how this is going to go.
So
who cares?
Oh, okay.
Not like who cares about the story, but like who cares whose version? Like, is the guy went and took a head coaching job?
Like, now what do you do? He's gone. It's over.
Go get you a new coordinator.
And on top of that is did the Jags prematurely jump into a coach that 1 year of experience?
We did that.
I know.
We did that.
Right.
From the Buccaneers.
He was Kentucky's OC, and then the Rams OC, and then
so he was all right.
He made Will Levis look good at Kentucky, so might be something there.
Yeah.
Other coaching news. See Bobby Slowick's in the headlines. Where did he get a head coaching job at?
He got fired. It makes absolutely no sense.
So,
he got fired from the
Texans was
the hottest name.
Touted.
What,
See,
last
this is
year?
why you take the job. Haven't we talked about
Matt
it?
Campbell at Iowa State is the guy we've talked about.
He didn't get offered a job last year, but he was.
But his name was there for everything.
He was the next young guy.
I bet he came up with the Panthers job.
Yeah.
At some
a
point.
lot of people wanted him.
And he is gone. I mean, he'll get picked up.
He'll be on a staff, yeah. But they said up and down offensive season for the Texans,
which is true.
Yeah, but
he could
they won
be
a playoff game. I mean, it's C.J. Stroud's second year.
Yeah,
he could be like a Joe Brady, where Joe Brady was being interviewed as head coach in the league. Came to Carolina, it didn't pan out. We parted ways with him, and now he does have a great quarterback in Josh Allen, but he's killing it up in Buffalo, and he's probably going to be being looked at as a head coach.
I'm surprised
Get
he
that
didn't.
Saints job.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not being one of the names that's been considered.
He's been talked about, but he can't be interviewed because Buffalo's still in the playoffs.
Isn't it?
I thought they were allowed to interview.
Well, I mean, there were hotter names.
It's such a farce. Like, Joe Brady's good now because he coaches Josh Allen.
Yeah. Well,
Like, Norv Turner was good because he had Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, and the best offensive line in NFL history.
Norv Turner was good.
When?
He's a great offensive mind. Doesn't make him
what he did for the
necessarily a
Raiders.
great head coach.
Second half
I
of the
mean,
season.
I don't think he was a terrible coach by any means. I like Norv.
I have softened on Norv because once I got older, I realized how crap the Redskins rosters were then. And I was like, good God, they didn't give him anything. We didn't have anything.
But it's a lot like when Peyton was at the Broncos. Mike McCoy got a job. Adam Gase got a job because they were Peyton Manning's offensive coordinator, and they both stunk.
Right. It's like... And it's like this Raiders thing, too. Like Antonio Pierce, if he's given Cliff Kingsbury and Jaden Daniels...
It's a whole different story.
He's got a job right now.
If he got the things he wanted...
Dan Quinn doesn't. If he's handed
Drake May
O'Connell...
and
Well, you know, it's just the reality of it, too, though, is you got to have... I mean, good players make great coaches, you know, and great coaches get a lot out of great players.
And that's like a big thing with Raider fans. Sometimes it pays to be the worst. I mean, just winning these meaningless games at the end of the season, you lose out on Cliff Kingsbury, you lose out on Ben Johnson, you don't get a franchise quarterback.
And,
where is Kingsbury?
Washington.
No, is he not? He's not leaving, is he?
I believe he's staying.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still getting paid by
was
Arizona.
He was the one that said he doesn't want to take any interviews until, which is cool.
I mean,
but is he changing our minds about what kind of dude he is?
No.
Yeah, I mean, well, he was kind of too pretty and cocky.
Yeah. And we're Arizona. I mean, I thought that we just kind of we were like, you know, not good enough. And now he's like doing all the right things and I mean, killing it. I mean, and you know what? Give him credit too. I know Jaden Daniels is crushing it, but he's still a rookie.
Kingsbury's
he's still
been awesome.
Putting him in a place to really succeed.
It reminds me a lot of Kyle Shanahan coaching RG3 his rookie year.
I mean, can we say there's a certain type of coaches that are just meant to be coordinators and not be head coaches?
Maybe.
And maybe Cliff Kingsbury is one of those guys.
Like
or
Vic
maybe
Fangio
or maybe sometimes you get like just having more time under your belt, maturing a little bit. So like Kingsbury's second run as a head coach could be completely different as his first. And same for these coordinators, right? Is that like you talk about them being a hot name, then kind of falling out of favor, and then getting in a good situation, getting better. People grow in their careers, and I do think that the NFL sometimes pushes things too fast. And that is like, I mean, it does take you 5 years to get good at your job. I mean, is that clip? I'm sure you were 5. If you're not better at what you did 5 years ago, then there's a problem, right? Like, so you're day one, you can be good, you can be talented, but you're still raw, you're still unpolished. And so if you're a talented player or a talented coach, and then you go fast forward 5 years and that talent has just stayed the same, no, you should be growing and maturing in your careers, and these guys are doing that too.
Well, look, you look at Cliff Kingsbury, you look at Joe Brady, you look at Bobby Slowick that we just mentioned, you talk about developing. These guys, now Cliff Kingsbury's 45, Joe Brady's 35, Bobby Slowick's 37. So, I mean, these guys are still young.
Yeah, they're
still
babies.
and still have so much room to grow in their coaching careers.
Yeah. You look at like a guy like Sean McVay, turned 30, he's not even 40 yet. And he
seems old.
He ruined it a lot for these young coaches because they expect you to just come in and be like Sean McVay.
Yeah. Derek says Scotty Moe's meant to be a coordinator. I mean, that's another example of a guy that got a job before he was ready. He was too young.
Or maybe the college game wasn't for him. I don't know. I don't really know behind the scenes with that, but he has been involved with some good position groups throughout
Jonathan
the NFL.
Taylor at Indianapolis. He had the receivers before he came to East Carolina. He was at the with the Pittsburgh Steelers as a receivers coach.
I mean, keeping all those wild men under control, that should have given that was a feat in itself.
He's about to get another opportunity.
Yeah. All right, we need to take a break so we can come back, make some picks, take some touchdown scores, and tell you what's going to happen in the AFC and NFC championship games. We'll be back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 2, after these words.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
This is Dr. Christopher McDowell from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's time for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experience and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Hi, Pirates. This is Holton Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. It's a low inventory market. Right now, Pitt County is experiencing a shortage of homes on the market, especially at certain price points. Currently, there's only about 2.5 months of home inventory available, with the average sales price sitting right at $300,000. Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in Eastern North Carolina. They're open 7 days a week with something going on every night. Coming up this weekend on Friday night, it'll be Chandler Carpenter and the Reckless Souls performing. On Saturday is the Wesley Bryan Band. And, of course, ladies, you get in free all weekend long. And don't forget Sunday Fun Day. Every Sunday you can kick off the day with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game. And they do a weekly jersey giveaway that starts at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Thanks, Shirley, and thanks to the Buck. Man, Clip here. We're talking NFL football. Pirate fans around the world listening, wanting to know about, though, the NFL today because playoffs are here. NFC, AFC championship. It's Football Friday.
And Clip Brock's Washington Commanders are set to face the Philadelphia Eagles Sunday, 3 o'clock on Fox.
Left hand up.
I've got a weird non-nervous feeling because, like...
You're playing with house money, baby.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Like, I watched, I can't say nerve-free, but the win over, the game against Detroit was a lot more enjoyable than the Bucs game because I was nervous for the Bucs game because I thought it was winnable. Detroit I didn't think was winnable. This one I think is winnable, but again, if we lose it, I don't think I'm going to be devastated. But get back to me Sunday night on that. I could change my mind. We'll see.
What are your plans for watching the game?
Same thing.
Dark room?
By myself.
Hell yeah.
Just me and the boys, me and the team.
Yep.
I have like a green dot. There's also a white dot.
That's you?
That's me talking into the helmets of all my guys. So, yeah, I'll be checking it out from home on Sunday. I will be on Pirate Radio if you are out and about. Team split during the regular season. Remember the Thursday night game? East Carolina was playing at the same time. Washington led that game in the second half. Not a lot of offense there. That was around the time Jane Daniels was kind of banged up, too.
Yeah.
Coming off that injury he suffered in the Panthers win. He looked different. The second meeting, he did throw 2 interceptions. We had 5 turnovers that game, and he had 5 touchdowns, so we won. So that was a wild one. No Jalen Hurts in that game. I mean, what do y'all think about the 6 points, the spread?
Seems about right.
Yeah.
I would put it at like 3.5.
3.5? That's crazy.
I don't think you're crazy at all.
I don't think that's.
I think this is where you want to be.
Yeah, 2.5 points is a big jump.
This is where you want to be, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying the Commanders can't win. I just think that's a good spread.
No, you're right. I feel like if you're Clip Brock or if you're any Commanders fan, you got to feel good about that spread. Yeah, I don't know. And maybe it's the lane factor. Jalen Hurts is actually playing and not Kenny Pickett, as he said earlier this week.
If Tanner McKee was playing, that thing would be about 9.
Oh!
That guy can sling it.
He's the key.
Because of that one touchdown pass to A.J. Brown?
Did you see the touchdown pass?
Yeah, I did.
They put it right in the bucket.
I wish that guy was playing this week.
Stanford product.
I would be very excited about that. All right, Tony, I took a commanding 10-point lead last week because I hit every touchdown score. Travis Kelce, Sam Laporta, Saquon Barkley, Josh Allen.
I'm still over.
How did I get...
Yeah, you cheated. Somebody didn't get a touchdown.
How did I get Saquon Barkley?
He scored.
Because you got...
Jared picked first and took A.J. Brown. And then Tony took Puka. And y'all just left me Saquon?
No, I remember I was going to pick Saquon again, and then you picked him. But I don't know who got first.
I just
Bones.
said it, yeah.
He didn't... I don't know. He didn't score against
you must have been able to pick second that time.
No, I just told you.
You're right. I wanted to go Hurts. Did Hurts get a push?
I think he did.
Dang it.
He scored the first touchdown on the long run last week.
Yeah.
All right, Commanders, Eagles. Chandler, do you want to pick the touchdown score in that game or Bills, Chiefs?
I'll do Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who are you picking to, that was bad, win the game?
Going Eagles.
All right. Fly, Eagles, fly. Just for fun, I'm going to take my team to go to the Super Bowl.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm going to have this opportunity again, so I'm going for it. Commanders win.
I really hope y'all do.
All we do is win. Win, no matter what.
You got money on your mind?
I could never give it up.
Ain't get enough.
Get enough. Either way.
You can never get it up?
Give it up.
Oh. Tony.
He's too young for that.
Upset or Eagles at home?
I'm going to go Eagles.
You and I have been disgustingly defending the Eagles all year.
I know.
It's gross. Bone.
It's a tough one. I'll go
It's
Eagles.
a tough one.
I'll go Eagles because it Cosme's out.
Sam Cosme, Commanders' offensive lineman, is out. Left the game early, and we were able to continue to move the ball against Detroit, although their defense, not comparable to Philly's.
I mean,
all right, Chandler, touchdown score.
Saquon.
He's not going to score this week. Bone.
He probably will not.
oh man, I will go with Jalen Hurts.
Okay, Tony.
Zach Ertz.
Okay.
Ertz.
He got one last week.
Revenge game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They've played multiple times.
Well, it's revenge.
This is the biggest one.
Yeah. I mean, all the others were a setup.
Okay.
I'll take Brian Robinson to get into the end zone. Had a couple last week. And scored the first touchdown when they played in Philly.
Yeah.
We hit that.
That was
one.
a profitable night.
Also had 2 fumbles the second time against Philly. Revenge game is what I call this.
We also hit Sowell first touchdown that night.
Yes.
Anthony Smith over yards.
Yes. That was a big one.
Look at the joy on their faces.
It was a good night.
It was. All right, Bills and Chiefs. First of all, anybody want to talk about Mark Andrews?
I feel
Should
bad
there
for
be
the
an
dude.
investigation?
Ooh.
An investigation. It was snowing. It threw it like right at the crotch. I mean, it was
Whoa.
bad.
No,
That's
we're
where the
not-
ball was about.
He could have caught that ball.
We're not going to say anything about the pass.
Both could have been better, but it's all on Andrews. I mean,
Yeah. Well, you know,
It
as
was
Lamar
snowing, it was
fumbled
slick.
and threw a pick earlier.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I'll give you that. Definitely.
they shouldn't have been in that situation.
I had a friend clip that was on like a 7-leg parlay on Prize Picks or whatever, and they just needed Lamar to get 40 rushing yards, and he got 39.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
They did take the cash out though, so like they were still making money, but it would have paid like $1,300 or something.
Did they scrub? Okay, here it is.
They scrubbed it from the internet.
Let's look at
At least the Andrews files.
let's look at the crotch. Let's look at this, Sean. Let's see.
Crotch shot?
Jarrett, where is your crotch on your body? Could you point to it? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the issue. He thinks it's right here in his chest, in the middle of his chest.
Where is it?
He doesn't think with his heart. He thinks with his crotch.
I was wondering what's going on.
Say it with your crotch.
Hey, man, give me a crotch bump.
Oh, hey, oh.
Oh, man. A pass to the
Sticking his crotch out.
I got to get something off my crotch.
I like to keep things close to the crotch. Pirate Radio treasure crotch.
Oh.
Hey. All right.
So is Chuck Amato Chuck the crotch?
Yes. All right, moving on from last week. Bills, Chiefs. What do you think about this line?
It's 1.5, right?
It's too low.
Nah, it's about right.
Okay.
It's a coin flip game.
Chiefs at home?
You mean Chiefs all day, and not because
Really? You're not picking the Bills?
No.
No? Oh, God. I feel like it's time.
Okay.
I'm just not picking them.
No? Gosh. Why do I feel like... I felt like I was going to be the weird...
You know who I'm not I'm not picking the Chiefs.
Okay. Okay.
I'll pick an asteroid hitting the Earth before I pick the Chiefs.
Jeez. I mean, I feel like there's a
Don't
lot
pick
on
the
his
Chiefs.
chest.
Getting a lot off my crotch right now.
Yeah.
Because you're biased.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that.
Because I don't want to see it.
Why do you think this is a no-brainer, though, Clip?
It's a no-brainer for me to pick the Chiefs because you go broke picking against the Chiefs.
Also, I did see this today. Teams playing for a 3-peat are 0-3 in the conference championship.
Well, sure, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they haven't made it to the Super Bowl.
Right.
So they haven't even had a chance to three-peat. I'm going to go Bills. I think it's time. I feel like I've disrespected them all season.
The Bills?
Yeah.
All right. We all took the Ravens last week, by the way. Didn't
Yeah, we all did, yes. I'll be taking the Bills.
And that's last week's game just shows you is that you can't wait to the end to put the pedal on the metal. It's like they just were like lethargic in the first half.
Yeah. Chandler.
Bills get it done. Head to the Super Bowl.
Back in the blue.
All right, Bone, who scores the touchdown?
Man, I will go with James Cook.
All right, Tony.
I am going to go Josh Allen.
I took playoff Kelsey last week. It worked out for me. But I will not be doing that this week.
I almost did it to just have a whole the tight end touchdown.
Yeah. I will take Kareem Hunt. And it's tough to pick a Chiefs touchdown score.
Yeah. I kind of like Mahomes to run one in.
I thought about that.
Yeah. I had that like plus 450 last week. Didn't hit, but.
Chandler.
I'll go with the guy that I went with last week, Xavier Worthy.
All right. Sticking with Worthy. Picks are in. You can hear the games this weekend on Pirate Radio if you are out and about. Tony, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll talk to you next week. We'll have no game to preview. We'll preview the Pro Bowl games.
Preview the Pro Bowl.
Oh, the greatest game that never existed.
What do you think, Tony, about the Raiders hiring Pete Carroll?
I like Pete.
All
yeah.
right.
So, I mean, I think he's going to be look, I think he could handle all the spotlight, the glitz and glam of Vegas. And for an organization that is dying for some stability in a sense, but also enthusiasm, you get this 80-year-old guy who's running around happier than everybody.
And I would say this is probably the best head coaching hire of my lifetime.
Yeah, yeah. He's definitely the most proven.
Yeah. I mean, hindsight 2020 on Gruden part 2, but.
Yeah. I always thought he was overrated.
Yeah.
Do you think you were overrated?
Yes.
Do you know what we're talking about?
No.
Damn it, Chandler.
Is John Gruden overrated?
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
He was giving you a chance.
Brian North joins us. Old Suit's got work going on.
Sorry.
Your excuse.
Sorry.
He's selling ads.
I know. He's busy.
Trying to.
We'll take a break, come back, have more for you, Brian.
I want to go check my emails, though.
Brian North joins us after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Here we go! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at KyrasFloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for Smokehouse Night featuring ribs, chicken, and brisket every second Friday of the month.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Pirate Radio, proudly serving the Pirate Nation for over 20 years. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. We'll head out now to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line and talk to WCTI 12's Brian North. He joins us here on Pirate Radio Live. North, how you doing today, man?
Yeah, everything's good. I did my snowball fighting with the kids, built the snowman yesterday, did all the requisite things required. Now we're ready for it to go and get on to spring and summer.
I am right there with you. It was an interesting week here. We had a snow day here at Pirate Radio. Got the day off, so surprised about that one, but I'll take it. So, I'm about like you, ready to see it clear out and get on to some, I guess, baseball weather. We had the softball team in earlier today. Shane Winkler and Anna Sawyer from D.H. Conley, Emma Jackson as well. So, I've been talking a lot of baseball. So, starting to flip that page a little bit, Brian, to the upcoming baseball, softball campaigns.
Yeah, it's what practices are supposed to start this weekend, and I always say, as soon as we start the outdoor sports, that's when we can rely on the snow and the bad weather to show up. So it will be an interesting couple of weeks for practice for the teams, but I think there's always optimism when you get towards the end of basketball season, especially in Greenville. Looking forward to what the baseball and softball teams have this year.
And, Brian, we got ECU Baseball Media Day coming up on Monday. I or someone else will ask Cliff Godwin about not being ranked in the top 25, and we'll get some kind of snarky answer on that one. I never know how to handle it with Cliff, because if they're ranked too high, he wants to ignore it. Will he use the no ranking as motivation? Probably so. But we'll be talking about that and more coming up on Monday.
Yeah, and this is a new venture for Cliff, right? Going into the transfer portal more than he ever has before, and really a bunch of unknowns. And I think that probably has to do with the lack of ranking for this team. And so can he find a way to stitch it all together? And one thing I always say about Cliff Godwin every year, he always develops some players that you weren't really anticipating. And as the season goes on, you find out who they are. And by the end of the year, they always seem to have a good record. And the last time they weren't ranked was, 2017, 2018, and they ended up with something like 44 wins that year. So, but this is different. The portal thing is a little bit different this year. Losing guys you thought you'd rely on and bringing in guys who you have no idea how they're going to perform.
And Brian, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying there's Connor Norby's or Carter Spivey's on this roster, but I think back to those two guys in particular. Norby's hitting like below 100. His freshman year doesn't play a lot. Carter Spivey's ERA looks like a good points per game average in the NBA, like it's in the 18 whatever. And they end up all conference pitcher of the year, player of the year. So that's the development part. And in today's world and especially sports, we want everything now, but there is still that old school develop a player that you see every now and then, and it seems like it happens more times than not with ECU baseball in particular.
And I think Cliff does a good job of setting his guys up for success during summer leagues, and in the fall they really, that's where you see the greatest development for some of these guys is going through that process, and those are the great success stories. That's why you get into coaching. That's why, look, if everybody was good, what fun is that? To have an imprint and a handprint and a fingerprint on the development of kids, and baseball is one of the biggest sports where you can do that. So I think he enjoys that part of the process. I think he enjoys the challenge of it, and we'll see. Again, this is different now. With some of those guys, you had years to develop them. Now, all of a sudden, like everything else with the transfer portal, you're having to microwave the process a little bit more. But he did have guys in fall camp and now in the winter. So we'll see if there's some stars that emerge here in the next month or two when the season starts.
Speaking of emerging, developing, bit of a trend here with East Carolina basketball going back to January 5th. Lost a tight one by 2 to Florida Atlantic. Then they beat Temple, their first conference win. Lose by 4 to Memphis in a game that was nip and tuck late. Had a lead pretty much the whole game against North Texas until 7-8 minute mark, whatever. North Texas went on a run and never looked back from there. Since then, they've beaten Wichita on the road, beat Tulsa on the road, and something that Mike Schwartz can kind of grab onto and say, all right, look what we're doing here, guys. Let's go out and let's win another one on Saturday. They're playing a little bit better, and an opportunity to get a home win coming up against South Florida at 1 o'clock on Saturday.
It's interesting. ECU could never win road games. That's what we talked about every week was how bad they'd always be on the road. So under Michael Schwartz, they've started to win a few more of these road games and conference games. And if you can win on the road, that's a sign of some good things. Now, he also talked about his rotation of 8 guys. Everybody's a starter, but trying to figure out those combinations. And that's probably going to be a game-by-game thing, depending on who's playing well, who's got the hot hand, who's feeling the chemistry. So I think when you're trying to hit on that and get kind of hot down the stretch, look, 2 big road wins, including a buzzer beater that that can sometimes be the thing that really jumpstarts you. And R.J. Felton has kind of been that guy when he's not playing well is when they struggle a little bit. So if he gets in one of those hot streaks, look, maybe they make some noise here down the stretch. I just know they've struggled finding that identity of consistency through this year.
Brian, looking around the triangle, you've got some interesting ones coming up on Saturday, including SMU at struggling NC State. North Carolina will take on Boston College. And I saw an interesting stat, used these last night at Sports Trivia. Duke and Michigan State, the only teams in the country that have not lost since Thanksgiving. Wake Forest is with a handful of teams that hadn't lost since Christmas. So Thanksgiving for Duke, Christmas for Wake Forest, and they'll meet up 4:30 on ESPN at the Joel coming up on Saturday.
And Wake Forest undefeated at home, I believe, this year, right? 10-0 is what I think I saw the stat was. So this is one of those where Wake Forest kind of has snuck up on people, I think, a little bit, and are playing well. They had some interesting head-scratching losses early in the season. Then they lost to Clemson. No shame in losing to Clemson, but since then they've found something that's clicking, and all of a sudden Steve Forbes talking about how much he likes the chemistry of this team, and he's seeing some of those intangibles that can make teams special. So This is a huge litmus test. Look, North Carolina hasn't been playing that great. So to beat Carolina at home is good in overtime, but can you now take out the big boys of Duke? And when Duke is clicking, the ball barely touches the ground. They pass the ball very well, find the open guy, and when they're doing that, they're tough to beat. So real curious of how this one goes down if Wake has anything for Duke on Saturday.
Brian North joining us, Big Rock Power Sports Live Line, hoops on Saturday, football on Sunday, and my team is included, Brian. It's a weird feeling to have the Washington franchise in the NFC Championship taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I believe only one prior meeting in the playoffs between these two NFC rivals, and Washington won that one. So trying to win another one at Philadelphia, who I've been and I hate it, but I've kind of been an Eagles defender all year because people talk about how, they don't look great. I mean, whatever. They were 14-3. They're, hosting the NFC Championship. So whether Hurts looks great or not, whether him and A.J. Brown are buddies, they got Saquon Barkley. They got a good defense. So that right there is what they're using to win these games. For Washington, Jane Daniels has looked awesome. He has been the coolest quarterback under pressure in the league. It's tremendous. Just the calmness he shows in a big moment has been amazing to watch. And I think we got a shot, Brian. Eagles certainly a favorite for a reason, but hopefully Washington can do what they did in Detroit last week.
Yeah, look, I think weather's going to play a part in it, and the running game usually helps when the weather's not great and when it's cold. So I think you give the edge to the Eagles on the running department with Saquon Barkley. But look, and I've been trying to frame this up all week. When I keep saying that they're playing for their first NFC championship since 1991, am I allowed to say Redskins, or do I have to say the Washington franchise? So
Yeah. Yesterday we talked to Willie Smith. He was a former Redskins offensive lineman.
Yeah. Right, so we've had that discussion of, they weren't a contenders player before, so It's okay, it's okay. So, but look, the chemistry that between Dan Quinn and his offensive coordinator and his rookie quarterback had enough of a running game, but Zach Ertz, who played for the Eagles for 9 years, helped them win a Super Bowl, he's added such a dimension. Jamison Crowder's still kicking. The old Duke star is kind of giving them that veteran presence. Scary Terry has been unbelievable at wide receiver this year. Defensively, there's been some hiccups now with that defense, and that's going to be the one thing. If the Washington defense can find a way to keep Saquon under 150, maybe they have a chance. But stopping that running game is going to be really key if Washington wants to win that game. I think they can score some points on that defense.
Yeah.
If the weather isn't too bad, it's just whether they can stop Philadelphia.
It looks like upper 30s, 40, and clear. So, that's playable conditions for Jaden Daniels and this high-powered offense. And, hey, he threw 5 touchdowns against them last time these two teams met. Yep. So they know they should have some confidence that they can score on them. How about the other side, Buffalo and Kansas City? It's Philadelphia is like the Walmart version of Kansas City, where they don't necessarily look pretty and have all these high-flying numbers. They kind of get it done with Mahomes making a big play and their defense. So they got Buffalo coming in, Josh Allen trying to topple the great Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. Can he do it on Sunday, Brian?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're better offensively than Kansas City is. I think Kansas City has a little bit better defense when it comes to Chris Jones and will he be able to stop Josh Allen? I think Josh Allen gives him that running dimension that really opens things up. And he's had some good weapons to throw to. It's not like his wide receivers have been horrible. Kansas City at home has a little advantage with the noise, but it's not like they have a weather advantage because Buffalo plays sometimes in even worse weather. So when you start drawing up of who has the advantage, who doesn't have the advantage, quarterback is almost a draw at this point. I might even give, it's probably blasphemy, but I might even give Josh Allen a little bit of the nod the way he has played this year. But that Kansas City defense has been tough. Defense wins championships. But having said all that, it just kind of feels like Buffalo is just a little bit better, and I give them the advantage. I think they can go in and beat Kansas City in Kansas City, which is you're not supposed to bet against Mahomes when he's at home, right? But I sometimes things happen. So even Michael Jordan lost in the early rounds of the playoffs. Never the finals, but he lost in some other areas. So I like Buffalo in this one, but it's going to be a tough, close game. They're going to have to find a way to outscore them. You put up enough points, then I don't think Kansas City can score that much this year.
Brian, still a couple of teams, Dallas and New Orleans, looking for a head coach. Dallas zeroing in on Brian Schottenheimer. As a Washington fan, I'll allow that. That's a good hire for me.
Marty won everywhere he went, right? And if the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I like Marty. He got a raw deal from dumbass Snyder. 2001, Snyder said, let's hire Marty and let's give him Jeff George and Tony Banks as quarterbacks. We start 0-5. We then win 5 in a row, finish 8-8. He gets fired to bring in the old ball coach, Steve Spurrier. Fired after one 8-8 season. So I liked Marty in Washington, but he was not there long. So Brian, let's go through the coaches real quick. Just tell me your favorite hire. And I realize that a lot goes into this. Who's your quarterback? Who's your GM? How's the foundation, the culture, all that stuff? So you can factor that in on your decision. But the Bears get Ben Johnson, offensive coordinator from the Lions. The Patriots make a natural hire with Mike Vrabel as their head coach. The Jets bring back a guy that I remember watching play for the Jets, Aaron Glenn, defensive coordinator with the Lions. I guess Liam Cohen is ending up in Jacksonville after his drama and soap opera in Tampa. And then Jarrett's Raiders, old is new again. Pete Carroll back with the Raiders. So which one of those do you like? Any of those marriages last, in your opinion, Brian?
I think Vrabel's the natural fit in a place that he played and was a two-way player. He's got a good young quarterback coming up through. He kind of reminds me of Jared Mayo a little bit, or maybe Jared Mayo reminded me of a young Mike Vrabel, but wasn't given the opportunity. But now Vrabel with that pedigree, I just think that's a natural fit there. Pete Carroll in Las Vegas is intriguing now. This is Los Angeles East, right, is Las Vegas. And so it's kind of like going back to his roots a little bit from where he had the great success at USC.
Pete Carroll, Brian, old enough to get those early bird buffets, but still kind of cool enough to stay out and gamble all night. So he's got the best of both worlds.
He reminds me of Vegas, right? He's got that glitz of Vegas.
Yeah.
So I think it's great. He's just got to find a quarterback to run his offense, and if Gardner Minshew doesn't convince him that he can be the guy. So they've got some personnel things they've got to work out there. But I love that hire just for the energy that Pete Carroll brings, if he's still bringing it at his age. He's in his 70s, I believe, right? So it's a matter of can he still bring that energy.
Brian, I do not remember Terrell Williams playing here, the new defensive coordinator for the Patriots. All I do know is Mike Vrabel is a Terrell Williams guy. Had him on the staff in Tennessee, made him a head coach for a preseason game, and now the former Pirate will be the defensive coordinator of the Patriots. So Mike Vrabel, obviously, trusts this guy a lot.
Yeah. So, and look, I think they've got some pieces there. I watched the Patriots play a few times. I was interested in how Drake May played this year. And
they like Drake May up there. I know that much.
Oh, yeah, they love it. And so I got to watch them play a little bit, and I saw some pieces there. I thought there was something to work with. I thought Jared Mayo would get another year or two to try to make that work, and that kind of yanked the rug out from underneath him. But I think that's a good situation for Vrabel there. So I don't think they're too far off the crazy AFC East.
All right, Brian, one more football note before we let you go. ECU and NC State will kick off on a Thursday night to start the 2025 season. What did you think of that announcement yesterday?
Yeah, those first games, that never surprises me. They want games every day for like 5 days on that first weekend. So I wasn't too surprised. There are a lot of teams in our state that end up playing on that Thursday. So wasn't surprised by that, especially coming off the bowl and the high-profile nature of it. And plus, look, it's better than a noon Saturday kickoff in the heat. So
yeah,
I'll
definitely.
take the Thursday night game anytime.
And Brian, look, I'm selfish. If you're going to give me a full Saturday slate of college football, give me more on Sunday. Why do we have to wait till the nightcap? It looks like they're going at least 2 Sunday games this year, because I think it's South Carolina Virginia Tech, I believe, and I know the nightcap is Catholics versus Convicts, Notre Dame and Miami. So I believe we have 2 Sunday games, and then the Monday game, week 1, will be North Carolina and TCU. Interesting matchup, but I guess Bill Belichick is going to get some primetime games this year.
There will be lots of jokes to be made between the Horned Frogs and Bill Belichick and his lifestyle. So, look, it's names make it, and I love what college football does on that opening weekend, spreading it all out and really getting you a lot of samples so you can see to get you hooked for the season. So I think it's just brilliant scheduling for the college football on a weekend before the NFL gets going.
North, enjoyed the chat as always, man. Have a good weekend, and we will check in with you again next week.
Good luck, Clipper. I'll be thinking of you Sunday watching the NFC Championship game with the Burgundy and Gold for the first time. I saw that Jaden Daniels it was 9 years until he was born the last time they played. So that's how long ago it was. So I'll be thinking of you on Sunday watching the Burgundy and Gold.
Appreciate that. Let's party like it's 1992. That'll be fun. Thank you, Brian.
All right, Clipper.
All right, there's Clip Brock's conversation with Brian North of WCTI Channel 12. Well, let's take a timeout. When we return, we will kick off hour number 3 with a conversation with former ECU quarterback and the host of the Holton Ahlers Show, Holton Ahlers. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with US Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. US Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. US Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40. And a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
It's winter sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. Prices have been reduced on all your favorite men's and women's dress and casual apparel. All ladies' clothing is now 1/2 off, and men's apparel is 25% off. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington. Come see us now before it's all gone.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. It's the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and on Greenville Boulevard, and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. And Big Rock Power Sports and Marine has been locally owned for 50 years, and they're your #1 stop for adventure. With 4 locations in eastern North Carolina, Big Rock Power Sports has everything you need to conquer the outdoors. With their knowledgeable staff and wide selection, they aim to consistently exceed expectations and provide you with the very best in industry-leading products such as Can-Am, Honda, Yamaha, and Polaris. So if you're in the market for an ATV, side-by-side, motorcycle, personal watercraft, or boat, make Big Rock Power Sports and Marine your next stop. Big Rock Power Sports. Choose your adventure. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Chon Mon, J-Bone, intern Grayson, intern Logan hanging out. Hayden. Sorry. I just had to change a tire during the Brian North segment. I'm a little discombobulated, but I should have got your name right. I really apologize. Do we have Morgan on the phone? Morgan joins us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Hey, Morgan Ahlers.
Don't sound so enthusiastic. Hey, Clip.
Good to talk to you, pal.
There you go, buddy.
I am enthusiastic.
My radio voice.
Because my favorite football team has won 2 road games in a row to get to the championship. My alma mater has won 2 basketball games in a row on the road. And let's hear from Mike Schwartz, Shirley. Cut 2. How impressed was he with his team finishing the 2 road wins?
Very. I feel like this team understands what we're trying to do. Execution-wise, we executed. Doesn't mean everything's going to go perfect all the time. That's part of this game. And, but it's executing through it. I think the ability to, and we've shown this from the beginning, regardless of the score, we're going to keep playing. We're going to play till the end, and some games have not gone our way by a possession or so, and some games have gone our way, but I think that's a sign of mental toughness in a team that executes and continues to play and believe and be 2 feet in on what we're doing.
All right, there is Mike Schwartz, his team coming back home after those 2 straight wins. Morgan, you know how tough it is to win on the road. You know how tough it is to win at home for this ECU basketball team. But how about everybody about checked out on the Pirates, but not Coach Schwartz and not the players on the court picking up those 2 wins?
Yeah, no, it was 2 big wins for them. They fought. They were down. They fought back in both of those games, took the lead late. And, the Pirates took it to overtime the other night. They got it down. Luckily for us, big man for, I believe it was, missed a shot late, that's last second little baby hook shot and missed it. Pirates came back, really dominated overtime. And now they got to see if they can translate all that momentum to the home game tomorrow against South Florida, 1 o'clock tip-off. And, that's what the Pirates got to do. They got to find a way to win at home and create some excitement. I think they will.
Looking forward to being there. Section 213 coming up against South Florida on Saturday. So we got that going on. And then Sunday, the AFC and NFC championship games. And somehow, Morgan, my team is in it. It'll be Washington and Philadelphia at 3 o'clock. Eagles favored, as they should be. But you've seen what this Washington team has been able to do on the road for 2 playoff games. Can they get one more and go to the Super Bowl?
Well, I will tell you, Cliff, I told you last week I thought I thought Washington was a fun team to watch. I thought that, they're a year or two away from really making a deep run, and that maybe it was Detroit's time, and they really took it to them, just right out of the gate, really, dominated, forced some turnovers, and things really got out of hand if you're a Detroit fan. But if you're a Redskin fan, fun to watch, sent you a text message, and said, man, I'm happy for you, congratulations, they're a fun team to watch, and they're going to need it all this weekend against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I think Philly's starting to really turn it around. Jalen Hurts is back, although they said that he did practice this week, was in full practice mode. I still don't think he's 100% yet. And, it's going to be an interesting game, but I wouldn't count out your Redskins / Commanders.
Really hating the Giants right now for letting Saquon Barkley get away and get over to Philly because he has been the difference for Philadelphia in a lot of games this year and in these playoff games, and has had 2 big ones against Washington. So he and what he does is the key in what the defense can do against him, because for whatever reason the passing game for Philadelphia has not really been clicking at all. It's been a whole lot of Saquon, and Morgan, that makes me a little nervous.
Saquon Barkley, I can remember, I think it was 3 years ago, 2 and 3 years ago, I had him both of my fantasy teams, never stayed healthy.
Yeah.
With the Giants, was always injured, was missing 4, 5, 6 games, and when he was back, he really wasn't, himself. But boy, what a year he's had this year. He's healthy. He's gone out there, and it's you watch some of the long runs that he makes, and you just really don't do that in the NFL right now. In today's game, you don't see many of those long running back runs. It's maybe a long pass play here or there, but he's just like a throwback running back, gets through the hole and goes. And as big as he is, it's fun to watch.
I always liked Saquon. I remember his rookie year. I was watching a mic'd up or NFL Films thing, and the Giants were losing, and everybody was pouting. Nobody was saying anything. Even Eli was standing there kind of silent on the sideline, and it was the rookie, Saquon Barkley, who was, all right, guys, let's go. Come on. We still got 5 minutes. Let's go. He was pepping everybody up, and I thought for a rookie to do that kind of said a lot about him and his will to win. So always been a fan, but will not be pulling for him this Sunday against the Commanders. After that, Morgan, it'll be a showdown between the Bills and the Chiefs, and Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship for the 7th straight year. That's a stupid stat. But it just shows you what he and Andy Reid and that bunch has done this last nearly a decade now. Can Josh Allen and the Bills take down the mighty Chiefs on Sunday?
The Chiefs, all year long, their MO's sort of been, let's do what we can just to stay in the game and try to win it late like we know we can. I think that Buffalo really is thinking it's their time right now. There's been a lot been said about the officiating in some of the Chiefs games, and some of the calls make you shake your head. Not that that's had a lot to do with it, but 1 or 2 plays in a close game can make a difference. I guarantee, I'm not going to guarantee anything, but I'm going to say that I think the officiating will be very neutral come in this game. I think that the league is going to say that you really need to, watch it, because we don't want to say, hey, we're pulling for the Chiefs. Like a lot of people have said, but I like Buffalo in this game. I think it's their time. I think Josh Allen is kind of on a mission. He's trying to prove that he is the MVP, and to really prove their dominance, they've got to get through the Chiefs, and I really hope they do.
Jared is looking for affirmation for his favorite team's hire, the Raiders. We'll ask Holton Ahlers about it when we talk to him in just a moment. Let's ask Morgan Ahlers, what do you think about the Raiders hiring Pete Carroll as their head coach?
I think it's a great hire. I think from what Holton's told me, he's a player's coach. He can get a lot out of his team, and they just they've had some dominant years in the 70s and maybe the 80s, I guess. I don't know if they've had any since then, but, as long as you've got Mark Davis as your owner, you're just never quite sure what you're going to get. But if he allows Pete Carroll to come in there and put his staff together that he wants, I think that you might see a turnaround for the Raiders and see a little bit different swagger in them, because he really is a player's coach and the players love to play for him.
All right, 100% approval rating, Jared.
It's been like 12 hours, and I already feel like we've won like multiple games.
Danny Beal in the chat says it's Friday night, and the Bills have already been flagged for roughing the passer. Don't be that guy, Danny. Come on. And Morgan says there could be some overcompensating on Sunday, or at least as neutral as it can be. Interested to see. I don't think there's much to it. I just think Mahomes is great.
Some get-back calls?
Or, yeah, well, I don't know, Morgan. You think that we won't see anything egregious called against the Bills, I guess?
I hope not.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to say that. And Mahomes is a great quarterback. Obviously, when you've been there 7 years in a row, those kind of things, speak for themselves and how good he's really become. And he's going to, people said that, there were the Jordan rules in basketball when he was playing. There's, you get to a certain status in this league. Tom Brady, when he was with New England, you get to a certain status, you get some calls other guys aren't going to get. I mean, that's just the way the officiating works sometimes, whether they want to or not. I hope it's a evenly called game, and I hope there's no flopping or flags that people look back and, wow, that was just really, really bad, and that really affected the game. I just hope it's a good football game and the players win it or lose it on the field.
Morgan Ahlers joining us. Let's get a Q&A with Morgan Ahlers. Chandler, do you have a question for Morgan?
I do. Morgan, who was your celebrity crush growing up?
Well, I'm 60 years old, so that's
You're a young
Farrah Fawcett with the Farrah Fawcett poster.
Jared, you probably got one of those in your...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Jared, you got a question?
Yeah, you just gave us your thoughts on Pete Carroll to the Raiders. You got Liam Cohen to the Jags, Aaron Glenn to the Jets, Ben Johnson to the Bears, and Mike Vrabel to the Patriots. Who do you think works out the best out of those hires?
I think that Vrabel, in my opinion, is a really good football coach. I thought he did a good job with Tennessee. I think the big advantage that you're going to see, take away Pete Carroll and you put in these other guys are new head coaches, and they might have a little bit of swagger, but they're still going to be having to learn how to be a head coach. Vrabel's been there. I think he's on the faster track if he gets the talent around him.
All right, Shirley, your question for DJ Captain Morgan.
Morgan, if you could sit down and have dinner with an NFL coach, past or present, which one would you rather have dinner with?
Right off the top of my head would be John Madden. He'd be a hell of a dinner date.
You have turducken?
You guys could probably really indulge in a turducken, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think John Madden might be one, but if you're looking at just greats of the game, Tom Landry, Don Shula, Vince Lombardi, those kind of guys are just legends.
Okay.
But Madden.
Joe Gibbs. Morgan. Just walked outside, saw I had a flat tire. Where is the worst place you've had a flat tire or a car breakdown?
Interstate 95.
And you're just sitting out there on an island.
On an island right beside the road, trying to fix it when cars going by you at 300 miles an hour.
That's not a good feeling.
No.
Yep, happens to the best of us. Morgan, what you doing this weekend?
Off tonight. Going to be doing the game tomorrow. Then playing at Fifth Street Hardware tomorrow night from 7 to 10. Come see us.
All right, they'll be out and about. Morgan, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks a lot. You guys have a great weekend.
Do the same. There is Morgan Ahlers. We'll talk to his boy when we return, Holton Ahlers, who usually joins us on Wednesdays. We were off for a snow day, so we'll do a make good and talk some NFL, UFL. We'll see if Holton Ahlers has a UFL announcement for us. You know what? I'm not going to be that guy. He doesn't.
But maybe next week.
But he tells us when he might have an announcement for us. So I'll give you that. We got that on the way when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Pestech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pestech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pestech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pestech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
David Garrard, ENC football legend and all-time passing leader.
You know, I get hit, I get knocked down, and it's an opportunity for me to either stay down or get back up. And I always chose to get back up, and that's why I chose QC Kinetics.
Like so many of you dealing with aching joints and chronic pain, David Garrard wanted long-term pain relief that didn't involve surgery, drugs, and downtime. He chose the natural, regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics here in Greenville. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation, 252-765-PAIN.
Here we go.
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hi Pirates, this is Holton Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends. This is Clip Brock, host of PRL, every weekday at 3, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, earlier today, caught up with former Pirate QB and host of the Holton Ahlers Show, Holton Ahlers, inside of Studio C. Let's get to that interview right now.
Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Former ECU quarterback, host of the Holton Ahlers Show. He is Holton Ahlers. What's up, Holt?
What's up, Clip? Thanks for having me. Haven't done remote in a while, man.
Yeah, and having you on a Friday, so we'll do a little Morgan Ahlers, Holton Ahlers doubleheader here.
Let's go.
On a Friday. Holt, big news on Thursday. We knew ECU's first opponent, NC State. We knew the venue, Carter Finley Stadium. We thought we knew the day, Saturday, to open up the season, but it'll be a Thursday nighter. So that adds a little juice, a little under the lights to get things started for the Pirates and the Wolfpack. What'd you think when you saw that news?
Yeah, I'm pumped. I mean, look, you got a primetime stage, and weirdly enough, NC State has had Thursday night games to start the year the last couple of years, so it didn't surprise me that much, but I'm really excited for it. There was a lot of eyes on the Military Bowl, and then there's going to be, I feel like, even more eyes on this first game because of the Military Bowl and it being the first game, really one of the first games of the season, so it should be a really fun one.
Cade Norman was very non-committal about being on the fifth quarter for week one because he said those rivalry games are games he likes to attend. I know how emotional he gets in those games. We saw that. But Holton, you thinking of attending that one, or are you going to be with me in studio?
I don't know yet, man. We haven't really talked about it. I'd imagine we're in studio in the fifth quarter. Caden just likes to be dramatic sometimes, but we do want to experience the ECU ones too. But we had the Military Bowl, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Thursday night, difficult a little bit to going to it, but we'll see. We're pumped to join the fifth quarter and the next year's football season again. Hopefully keep this thing going, Cliff.
Well, the season's over, so we can officially talk about the 2025 season. Have you seen the Week 1 slate, Holton?
For the next year?
Yes.
I have not yet. I have not looked into it yet.
Go ahead
is it a good
and start your research for these games. I'm gonna say, which I'm fired up because I get the first Saturday of college football season off, so I get to watch.
You do.
Yes.
Let's go.
Week 1: Texas, Ohio State, LSU, Clemson, Tennessee, Syracuse. It's all of a sudden a good game. Auburn, Baylor, TCU, and North Carolina. J-Bone, did you say that's the Monday game? TCU, North Carolina, Monday. 2 Sunday games. Notre Dame, Miami, and Alabama, and South Carolina, Virginia Tech. Those are the 2 Sunday games. Alabama plays Florida State. You got Georgia Tech taking on Prime and Colorado. Utah, UCLA. So a ton of great games for week 1.
That's pumped, Clip. You already get me excited for next football season. Yeah, I like the Texas one to see how Arch Manning does. Start off that with a bang, and then Ohio State's going to have a whole new team. So we'll see. Other than Jeremiah Smith, he'll be there 2 more years. That's probably all they need to win a national championship. I mean, I think he might be the best receiver on earth. So, but yeah, that should be a really good one. I'm excited to see the Arch Manning era in Texas, though, and I think Quinn Ewers was underappreciated a lot by Texas fans, but at the same time, he got them to as far as he could get them to, and now I think it's Arch is going to be the one to, get him over the hump, and that's what I would expect at least.
Would be I don't know if you could tie this storyline together, but Peyton Manning did so much at Tennessee, could not get him over that championship hump, and actually T. Martin, great trivia question, was the quarterback that won a championship there. Now it's going to be his nephew, Arch, trying to get the Longhorns back to the promised land. How about Monday night, Holt? We saw the Riley Leonard drive to open up the game. Notre Dame goes down the field. Riley Leonard was I thought he was gassed, but apparently he kind of fell on the football or something and lost his wind, but ended up scoring, puking, and you're like, all right, Notre Dame's got something going here, and then they didn't score for a long time. Ohio State kind of took over. Irish came back a little bit, but what'd you think of the national championship? Go about the way you expected, I guess?
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't get out of hand. I thought it was there for a little bit, and dang it, Notre Dame did the same thing. They got in the big game and then folded, but they came back. They had a chance at the end. I mean, looked at first of all the 3rd and 11. You play man coverage versus, like I said, the best receiver on earth, and I mean clearly they're going to throw the 1-on-1 on 3rd and 11. If you have a go ball on 1-on-1, you're just throwing it up. I mean, if they pick it, it's a punt, and then. I've been big on Marcus Freeman. I think he's the reason that they got there is those players believe in him. I think he's building a really good program there. But them kicking the field goal the second to last, I just didn't understand that either. It didn't make sense to go from down 16 to down 13. It really didn't change anything there. It was still going to be a 2-possession game instead of going for it on 4th and I think like 4 or 5. So I really think that was the source of costing them later in the game was not going for it there. But because then hindsight's 2020, they missed the field goal, but the kicker had problems all year. So that was the one decision. Well, I guess the 2 decisions of playing man coverage on 3rd and 11 and then kicking the field goal then that I think cost them later in the game. They had a chance though. They gave themselves a chance. They fought back and, kind of put a scare in Ohio State, but at the end of the day, Ohio State pulled it out.
And I don't know if this is an example of that, Holton, but we always talk about like how players react in big environments, big games, playoffs, whatever. But there's also coaches too, right? Like it's a lot easier to make a decision on October 4th at noon on a Saturday than it is in January in a playoff game when everybody's watching. So coaches sometimes go, especially their first time in a big stage like that, maybe coach a little differently than they would in the regular season.
They do, and they had that fake punt and didn't get it. And I think, maybe it seemed like they shouldn't have really went for it there with the fake punt. They just needed some sort of momentum and didn't get it. And then I feel like when the field goal came on 4th down, he was, almost less aggressive because he was already aggressive in the game. So, like, I could see that, having something to deal with it. But I think you should flip-flop those. You should have punted, when they ran the fake punt, backed up on their own 40. And then they should have went for it and at least given them a chance to make it a 1-possession game.
Holton, I've looked at it 10 times. I think this is real. The Washington Commanders are in the NFC Championship. That's what
they are, man.
I'm pinching myself. I didn't know if I'd ever see this, but here they are. They got the Philadelphia Eagles after knocking off the Lions. Eagles beat the Rams last week. These two teams split during the regular season. Jane Daniels, 5 touchdowns last time these two teams met. So Washington's beaten Philly once. I know it was without Jalen Hurts. You don't have to scream at me. I know that, folks. But how about the matchup coming up this Sunday? Do you give Washington any chance in this one?
I think they got a really good chance. I think they're going to win it, honestly. I mean, anytime you have a quarterback playing like that, and you can tell the team just believes in him and like the culture so much that they're honestly all overachieving, but their overachievement has now become the norm, and they're expected to do that now. And I think teams like that are really dangerous. And I think it was either last week or the week before, Clip, when we talked about it. I said that there's always a team that kind of shocks people and ends up in the Final Four of the NFL playoffs, and this is clearly the team. I mean, they've played well all year. I mean, if you look at it, though, I mean, they've been electric. They've believed all year. Any big moments, for the most part, Jay Daniels has stepped up to it. So it doesn't surprise me at all. I hope they win for you. I hope they win it for Jaden Daniels. I think it's an awesome story. And then Dan Quinn and my former teammate Bobby Wagner's there too, one of the leaders there now too. So pulling for those guys.
Holton, you got to experience firsthand from the outside. Bobby Wagner seems like the best dude ever, and the way he's
awesome.
kind of taking Jaden Daniels under his wing. One of the most unassuming stars. Not a lot of cockiness or me. He is about the team and about doing it the right way.
100%. Yeah, he's awesome. He was one of the guys that I had the chance to kind of get closer to when I was in Seattle and just, going into the weight room early and getting there early. He was always one of the first people there. Him and like Tyler Lockett and DK were some of those guys. So, but yeah, it doesn't surprise me he's had such a good career. And then that he's went from Seattle, which is where he was forever, to Washington, has been kind of a leader and a staple in that with Dan Quinn, who was part of Legion of Boom.
I think a lot of casual fans, too, will probably be at least enjoying Washington. I don't know about pulling for, but a team that goes for it every time it's fourth and less than 6 is
I love it.
a team that people are going to like watching. And both playoff games, Holton, Bucks and Lions, Washington has failed on fourth down in their first drive of the game. And they fail on that, and they say, you know what, we don't care. We're going to go for it 5 more times and see what happens. But that's part of that belief I think you're talking about too, that Quinn Kingsbury believes in Daniels and this offense to make a play. And they have made it more times than not on fourth down this year.
Yeah, they definitely have. I mean, teams that are dangerous are the ones that feel like they have nothing to lose, and they certainly have nothing to lose. Like I said, they've overachieved all year with the new coach, new quarterback, new OC, new leaders on the team. I mean, they have a lot of new pieces, and they're just continuing to win and continue to build the culture. So they're going into it a lot, almost like the Lions were a few years ago when they, started to make their first run at it before they kind of started the little dynasty that they have now. Not a dynasty, but, what they're doing with the culture over there. But, yeah, I mean, your first year of just saying this is going to be the new expectation is the one that you have nothing to lose. Now, next year, the pressure will be probably more on.
Yeah.
But this is the year where you just go into it free and say, all right, let's do it. Let's be aggressive, because at the end of the day, we're not even supposed to be here.
Holton, on the other side, we're coming off the Tom Brady career, the greatest. People say, and by the numbers, you can't argue it. But Patrick Mahomes, 7 straight, I believe it is now, AFC championship games. He's racking up Super Bowls. Like, it's pretty incredible what Andy Reid and the Chiefs have done. Who will topple this Chiefs dynasty? Could it be Josh Allen and the Bills this year, or do we get to see once again Patrick Mahomes in another Super Bowl? What do you think about the AFC side of things?
I sure hope it's the Bills. Now, I really like Mahomes out of college, but he's just won too much, and I'm just
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I like Josh Allen a lot. He's had a really good year, and then I always like to follow the stories of like Stephon Diggs leaving, his number one receiver leaving, and it actually ended up being better for him. And they're like Tyreek Hill with Mahomes was another example of that. When Tyreek Hill left, Mahomes started to spread the ball out a little bit more. Now he was really good with Tyreek Hill. I'm not saying that, but it's almost like you don't got to worry about getting this guy the ball or that guy the ball. You can just go play free, run through your progressions, and that's what Josh Allen did all year this year. So I'm pulling for the Bills. I hope it's a Bills Commanders Super Bowl. I think that would be insane. But if it's an Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl like the last 10 years, it feels like, then I'll still watch it, but just won't be as pumped.
I am with you there. Holton Ahlers joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Holton, 3 more NFL games, and then it's on to spring football. So people are always asking me to ask you, what are your plans? Have you made a decision on the UFL?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the decision. Haven't fully decided yet. I should know. I think we film the podcast next week with Terrence Copper, and we'll probably talk about it then. I have a couple more conversations I got to have with some people, but yeah, I'm leaning towards it. And you guys clearly will be the first ones to know. Clipper, I'll with the podcast, and then Pirate Radio will all tweet it out.
I'm trying to get the local Boys and Girls Club together, and we can do a LeBron James type decision announcement. So think about that, Holton.
Yeah, I should. I'm taking my talents to the spring football league.
So TBD on that one. Looking forward to the episode with T-Cop coming up next week. No episode this week. Did you get snowed out, Holt?
Yes, we were going to do it. Terrence Copper was going to film this week, and then he messaged and said he couldn't because he couldn't get out of his driveway. So I figured we'd take a week off. We're not having as many episodes this year. We're having 36 instead of 51, I think is what we had last year, or 50. So it averages about 3 a month anyway, so it kind of works out that way. And we're just going to focus on having the best episode every time we have one. And obviously when football season comes, we'll be revving up with everything else that we do there. But yeah.
It's kind of cool, Holt. Your dad went through this for years with your recruitment, but Terrence has some very talented children that
he does.
They're going to be playing somewhere, and and we talked to Kevin Monroe all year long, but his son being looked at by schools as well. So love legacy acts like that, and to see an old Pirate who's now got kids coming up that who knows, maybe we'll have another Copper or Monroe or one day Ahlers on the East Carolina roster.
Well, it'd be pretty cool, man. But yeah, I heard Terrence Copper's kid is a baller from everything that I've seen on social media and stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully he's a Pirate. Hopefully we offer him soon. I know he's getting a lot of looks right now. So, I'd love to be the first one to offer him.
Holt, good to check in with you. You got your Knicks hat on. Give us a quick NBA minute. Hey, Jared, Hornets going for number 4 in a row tonight? No, we lost to the Grizzlies. Son of a gun. Never mind. Knicks that. The Hornets are favorites tonight, I saw, against the Blazers. How are the Knicks doing, Holt?
We're doing good. We just got named 2 All-Star starters with Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns. So feeling great right now. We're third in the East. As long as we're top 3, I'm good with it. I think we can make a run. We will make a run. We have Mitchell Robinson coming back in early February, which kind of closes off our team, and maybe make a few trades. But I feel really good about it. We're top heavy. We need some bench pieces, but we'll see. I think we can at least make a run. One of the next 3 years, the Knicks will win a championship. I hope it's this year, though.
One of the next 3. There you go. All right, Holt, what you got, Bone? Oh, yeah. Jared's team has a new head coach,
he does.
Pete Carroll. So he wants me to ask you about Pete Carroll, and does he still got it in him after all these years coaching?
100%. Yeah, he definitely has it in him. I'm pumped for him. I think it's a perfect fit. He's super energetic. He is older, but he has the most energy out of any coach I've ever been around. He'll be running sprints before practice. I don't even know how old he is now. But, he's a perfect fit. I think they'll win pretty soon with him. He's a 3 years deal is perfect for him. He's going to get them winning, and then he's going to make an attractive job for free agents and for coaches as well. And it wouldn't surprise me if he stepped into a GM-style role when he finishes up.
Should there be any concern about him – relating to players, can he still relate
Absolutely
to
not.
the guys on the field?
He's the most relatable, energetic coach I've ever been around. So I don't think that's not a worry at all.
All right. Jared's smiling ear to ear, so he's excited. Holt.
You alive. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Fleet Feet Rundown. Now, we talked about this with Nate Dew yesterday. The American Athletic Conference. Where does the AAC stack up amongst other leagues in college basketball this year? We'll tell you as part of our Fleet Feet Rundown when we return after this.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Powersports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have EasyGo, Club Car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43 just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Happy New Year, Pirates! It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Winter Chill is here, and we're continuing our biggest sale of last year with the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. You'll find major markdowns on tons of brands, including Springfield, Benelli, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Sig Sauer, Bergara, Henry, Beretta, Ruger, Glock, Federal, Hornady, Winchester, and the list goes on. Don't miss your chance to warm up with these once-a-year hot products with hot prices. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Pirate Radio, where it's always a great day to be a pirate.
I think it's gonna be a great day.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Pirate Radio is excited to announce that Inky Johnson will be the 2025 Leadership Luncheon Speaker on Monday, March 17th. Inky is one of the most highly sought-after speakers in the world. Some of his clients include Chick-fil-A, State Farm, AT&T, the University of Alabama, the University of Texas, New York Knicks, New England Patriots, Baltimore Ravens, and the Atlanta Braves. For sponsorship information, please contact Mark Alexander at 252-327-2173, or you can email him at mark@pirateradio1250.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, get your tickets for Inky Johnson. Contacting Mark Alexander. All right, let's get our Fleet Feet rundown. A-Harp, tell us what the deal is.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right. Fleet Feet rundown. Saw this from John Martin, college sports columnist. The Daily Memphian. That's interesting.
Is that a resident of Memphis?
I guess so.
Which is what Joey is.
I guess you're right. I figured there'd be an S in there somewhere. Memphian. I guess that makes sense. He says it's a dark day.
Really?
For the first...
It says dark day.
For the first time in league history, the American Athletic Conference is ranked behind Conference USA in the Ken Palm rankings.
Man.
Yikes. The AAC 10th out of 31 leagues this year. SEC 1, Big 10. It's a dark day for the ACC, too. Big 10 2, Big 12 3, Big East 4, ACC 5, followed by Mountain West, West Coast, A10, Conference USA, and then the American. So, first time.
What a disgusting rank.
All right, Joe Buck.
I think it's because we're all so good. We're just beating each other.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Tulsa, ECU, South Florida.
Temple.
They're all the same.
Wichita.
Yeah. Guess what, Shirley? Guess what conference is last? Guess what conference is number 31 out of 31?
4.
Men's college basketball, the worst conference.
The worst conference.
I'm going to yell it to you.
The American Athletic Conference.
Swag! The swag!
Oh, hold on.
Shout out swag!
Shout out Coach Jones!
Oh.
And Andre, that's game! And that will be game! And that will be game! And that's that feels that first win! First ball, we're throwing the court! We're throwing the court!
Oh, my God!
Oh, my God!
Oh, my God!
Shout out Coach Ahlers. And the Delta Devils with them bruised them.
Earlier this week, in the swag, I looked up their record. I think they're 2 and something.
Hey.
Yeah, they're 2 and 17, but they have not won a conference game yet. So I'm waiting for that first conference win so we can get another one of those.
That should be one of our bye games next year.
They are the most consistent team in basketball. Their last 3 games, they've lost 82 to 53. 83 to 58, 83 to 53. Like, it is almost identical scores.
Hey, shout out, man.
Now, you said that should be one of our bye games next year. Does East Carolina even have a bye game anymore?
Did we paid North Alabama $97,000?
Huh?
Yeah,
that was a bye game that we lost.
Yeah, it's still a bye game. You didn't ask if we were going to win. You just said, do we still have bye games?
See, when I say bye game, I mean that's the game we will win.
NCAA was a bye game for football.
Tell them to bring me my money.
My money.
Bryant was a bye game for baseball.
That was 3 bye games. That was a bye series.
Bye.
And we lost all 3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But what do we do later in the year?
Won to SWAC.
We won to SWAC. Shout out Coach Godwin. All right, let's get to our David Price construct. Wait a minute. My bad.
Hold on. Hold your horses there, bro.
We ain't done this in a while. I forgot.
Hold your horses.
All right, go ahead.
Because there's one request that I have, and it's for Shirley Rhodes. Shirley Rhodes, I need you to back that fat truck up right this minute. Beep, beep, beep. Back it up. Because it is officially time to count down to East Carolina's 2025 football season. We thought we were starting the season off on the 30th.
Girl, get your hat on. Sorry.
But instead, we are kicking off the season on the 28th of August. Who are we playing? We're playing the team that we just beat in the Military Bowl. Some people say it's our Super Bowl. Well, if that's the case, the Super Bowl falls on August 28th, 2025.
Who's playing at halftime?
It's going to be Scotty McCreery, NC State alum, American Idol winner.
Did he win?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did win.
Yes, he did win.
Right. Sorry.
ECU versus NC State. We're kicking it off the right way. We're kicking it off in Raleigh. We're kicking it off in Carter Finley Stadium. It's going to be an awesome time in Raleighwood. Can the Pirates knock off the pack for a second straight time? We will find out. 216 days until kickoff. Now, will it be on ACC Network? Will it be on ESPN? It doesn't matter. It's going to be prime time, and we cannot wait for it. 216 days, and then we will have. Now, people are probably saying, hey, what about the party?
Hey, how many days till the party? Hey, what about the party?
Wait, what about the party?
Hey,
y'all usually have a kickoff party. Y'all usually have it on that
there's
Thursday.
there's no party.
Oh, there's no party this year.
Damn.
Oh, man. There's no party. There's no party. I guess football season's ruined. Well, guess what? The party's back. When is it back? We don't know, but we will find out come Monday on Pirate Radio Live. Jonathan Ellerby.
Shout out Ellerby.
Owner, founder of Pirate Radio will be here.
Oh, my God.
And he will let you know the exact date, the exact time for the party of the year, the Pirate Radio kickoff party. And when we get that information, we will count down to the party as well. So once again, 216 days away until East Carolina and North Carolina State face off in the season opener on August 28th. All that on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff.
Ooh. You know,
ahí estaba, en el centro. Hoyo de Gloria.
Oh, by the way.
We didn't need, you want to give Bone one?
Yeah.
We didn't need that little, I don't know, did your dad tell you that your heritage update, that you were Italian? We could have figured it out with your hand talking. Because you are does your arm hurt?
It helps me focus.
You are a huge hand-arm talker. I like it, though. I like your style.
It helps me emphasize.
I like your steez. All right. Guys, the Washington Commanders win on Sunday if. Fill in that if for me.
If you protect the rock.
Okay. 5 turnovers. Oh, we won that game.
Yeah. I was going to say protect the quarterback.
Okay. Hey, Logan. The Washington Commanders win on Sunday if what?
They need to stop Saquon.
I wish you would have said that.
That's big.
I don't know if
I mean, he's right.
How many yards did he have?
Best I can do is hold him to 150.
Yeah, I think you win.
Keep the ball out of his hands.
Oh, man.
Not even one carry? That's tough.
Can they give it to like Smallwood or something? Like when the Lions would give it to Montgomery and give us a break?
Is that an actual player, Smallwood?
Wendell Smallwood. Who's their other running backs now?
Kenneth Gainwell.
He's their Smallwood.
Smallwood. Is that the West Virginia guy that Alex knew at trivia?
I think it was, Sean.
You said protect the quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Commanders need to get after the quarterback.
Ooh.
Get after the quarterback.
Boom.
Get after Jalen Hurts.
The key is going to be what can we do against Saquon Barkley? And, yeah, that makes me scared.
So, top of the list, limit Barkley.
Yep.
Score early, score often.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
No field goals.
Set the tone early. Punch him in the mouth.
No punts.
Quarterback needs to go down in the first 5 minutes. Needs to go down hard.
We need Jaden running. How many rushing yards did he have in our second meeting? Let me look that up as we take a timeout.
I'll say this as well.
Go ahead.
Get Terry involved early and often.
Early.
Make them scared of Terry.
Also, more importantly, have fun.
That is very important.
Jaden Daniels last game, 258 yards, 5 touchdowns. 81 rushing yards.
All right. How many times did he get sacked, does it say?
Sack!
1 time.
All right.
Protect the quarterback.
As the Fuji said, 1 time. We'll take a break and wrap it up after this timeout.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
UBE and PireWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Dow was down 140 points and closed out the week at 44,424. The NASDAQ was down 99 at 19,954, and the S&P finished the week down 17 points at 2,777. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, let's live our lives vicariously through the interns and find out what they're doing this weekend. Logan, what are you doing this weekend? What are your plans?
We're going to have to play it by ear. We'll see what happens tonight. Might just go grab dinner, come back, go to sleep. But tomorrow...
Boring.
Tomorrow, we'll go out. We'll drink a little bit, and we'll have a good time.
All right.
We'll see. We'll see.
Hayden, what you got going on, girl?
Hayden, what are you doing this weekend?
Come on, girl.
I probably ain't going out tonight. My roommate's making some type of soup. And then tomorrow I'm going to be helping out with the basketball game. And then I have a birthday party, a 21st birthday party to go to. And
Fun.
I might be going to the rodeo in Raleigh.
Rodeo!
We're gonna need a report.
Yeah.
They called the thing
when
rodeo.
you return.
Going to the rodeo.
Man.
Logan, rodeo?
I'll go. That sounds really fun. Actually,
I've never been to a rodeo before.
Me neither.
I've been to a hoedown and a hootenanny.
Yeah.
But not a
I went
rodeo.
to a shindig one time.
All right, let's sign off for the day and the week. We will talk to you Monday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I am Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. This is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio Digital.
And welcome into the Pirate Radio studios. I am Shirley Rhodes. The Danny Beal Show, featuring special guests, ECU baseball coach Austin Knight, starts right now.
What's up, guys? New episode of the Danny Beal Show. We have pitching coach Austin Knight on. AK is one of my closest friends, been with him for 4 years, so had a great conversation, talked about him growing up through